Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Weave. My name is Lucas, and today I'll be your Dungeon Master. Now, before we introduce the players, I'll just give you a brief summary of what this is about. We are a group of friends that have been playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for a while now. We just finished our Tomb of Annihilation campaign, and we are now going to start a new Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign, and we've decided to stream this because, you know, it's fun, and why not? Now, for everyone not familiar with the Forgotten Realms, Waterdeep is the most important city in the South Coast, the area where most of the action happens in the Forgotten Realms, and as such it's a place full of cool things to do and explore. So if you're a player and maybe don't have a group to play Waterdeep Dragon Heist, or you know, you're playing a different thing, then you can come with us along for the ride. And if you're a Dungeon Master and maybe are considering or preparing already to run this game, this adventure, then you can see how it plays out, get ideas, or just, you know, see how things, what things you change, what things you like about the adventure. So please, welcome to our stream. On that note, as most DMs are bound to do, I'll be running a modified version of this adventure based on a remix created by Justin Alexander. He runs a blog called The Alexandrian, amazing blogger. He has a Patreon, you can Google him. He posts really good content, so shout out to him. And on that note, I actually found him through the Waterdeep Dragon Heist subreddit, which is an amazing resource for DMs mostly. So players, stay out. You don't need to read any of that. And actually, if you're a regular on the Waterdeep Dragon Heist subreddit, you may be familiar with a few things that you'll see as we play through this adventure. So yes, don't go there. Yes, one more thing. Although this is our first session, as per the official adventure, I actually went ahead and did a thing that common wisdom says you shouldn't ever do. I split the party. We have 5 players and I split in 2 groups of 3 and 2. We run a pre-session 1 for each. And the only reason to do this was to set the stage, create some kind of prior knowledge within each group of characters, beyond just background, you know, oh, I know them because whatever. So, within each group, the characters know each other, but they don't know anyone on the opposite group. And we're going to be meeting them, and hopefully meeting, you know, as everyone meets each other today, as we play through this. Our sessions tend to be long, usually around 5 or 6 hours, so we're going to take a few breaks, and we might actually split this in 2 parts when we upload to YouTube. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And that's all. So why don't you, let's go ahead and meet the players of The Weave. So who wants to, let's start here.
Hello, I'm Joaquin.
I'm Elliot.
Jordan.
I'm Tom.
Shane.
Okay guys, so...
We're all smiling.
yes, that's good. As the characters will be meeting each other as we play through. They cannot yet tell you anything about the characters. We'll see how this goes as we start. Let's see. I think that's it. So why don't we just go into it, shall we? I'm going to be playing some music for this. Shout out to Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. He creates amazing royalty-free music that we're using today, alongside with Sirenscape, which is a soundboard for D&D Dungeon Masters. So, on the western coast of Faerun lie the city of Waterdeep, a place of business for many, opportunity for others, and called home by thousands of people that know it simply as the City of Splendors. Sorry, turn this off. Its history is old and rich, and it has persevered and survived through many a calamity, including the Spellplague, over 100 years ago when its walking statues rampaged through the city. It's a city of contrasts with great wealth and oppressive poverty, festivals and fairs and crime and corruption, adventure and intrigue, and pampering and celebration. Nobles in the upper wards parade through the streets and throw elegant balls to flaunt their wealth, while just beyond the walls, thousands of hungry mouths pile up in the densely populated field ward. It was only 8 months ago when the city's power structure and stability was last put to the test, with the assassination of many of the masked lords. Whilst the death curse ravaged the land, severing the priest's ability to bring people back to life. Previous characters that some of you may have played in the past were partially or wholly responsible for putting an end to the death curse. But now, as the snow piles on the streets in one of the harshest winters in recent memory, the violence in the lower wards has exploded. It's not an unusual sight to find bodies in the morning, with blood leaving crimson trails across the snow-covered cobblestones. Everyone is talking about a gang war. The Xanatar's Guild and the Black Network are at each other's throat. The violence has escalated dramatically in the past few weeks. The City Watch is deploying more and more troops, but apparently unable to put an end to it, they are concentrating their efforts in containing the violence so it doesn't spill out onto the good peoples of Waterdeep. On the morning of the third day of the first 10-day of Hammer, 1492, since the Dale Reckoning, we find ourselves in the renowned inn, the Yawning Portal. On the second floor, down the hallway which leads to rooms on each side, we hear the lazy sounds of the morning routine as guests wake up to rooms no longer heated by bedside fires. Tom, Shane, you wake up in your rooms. The heating, there's only embers left on the heater that was brought to your room last night. The chill winter breeze that's kind of like filtering through the cracks in the windows are already cooling off your room. The bedding is comfortable, thick feather blankets, and you're kind of like snuggling within the blankets, but you can already feel the cold in your faces as the heating has worn off. You wake up hearing just the faint sound of birds because this is such a cold winter day. What do you do?
It's getting a bit chilly. Do we should we get up, go and find that Niall, see what he's doing?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, my voice got a bit.
Oh, it's alright, it's the morning, it happens. Maybe I'll get you some water to drink.
Please, yeah, let's go find him.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember where his room was?
Don't think he told us.
Oh yeah, he just kind of ran off, didn't he? He doesn't really like sharing like space or anything really. He's a bit weird.
No, he's odd, but
Very nice moustache though, I have to say, yeah.
not a fan, but
Oh, okay. Well,
each to their own, I guess.
Niall, you're going through your morning routine, waking up in your single bedroom at the end of the hallway, straightening up all your clothes already ready to take on the morning.
Ooh, that was a lovely bloody sleep that was. Fresh as a daisy. Alright. Day's working, we can't wear the others. Where did I put them? Just down the corridor. They're probably not up. Let's go check.
Open the door, move out onto the corridor. At that point, you come out into the hallway. Do you want to describe each other as you kind of see each other across the corridor?
I see a giant doofus. And
Pretty much.
I said, is this a good idea?
And a small Nim-esque, but not Nim. Lady, probably hotter than Nim. Yeah. here is very bright.
Now we just see this this dude who puts way more effort into his looks than he does into fighting. But no,
Short
kind
blondish hair.
of quite. I mean, everyone's quite short to me because obviously I'm quite tall.
Yeah, you are. So you see a really tall furball. So
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I meant.
And a sort of reasonably tall human, wearing lots of armour, big shield, big sword, porn star
More
moustache.
sword.
Oh, was it?
Warhammer.
I don't think
Was it a warhammer? Sorry,
It's all,
it looked like a sword from up here.
It's very
It's, hard, it's so far away, it's hard to tell.
it's very shiny armour. Very, very shiny armour.
Okay.
Super.
Millie, you come out of the room as Gamecore is kind of waving down the hallway.
Sort of crouching in the hallway.
Yeah, actually, you would have to crouch. Yeah. So you convene together. You know that you have your breakfast included as part of the room that you hired last night. You rented last night.
Oh, well, are you ready?
Surprised to see you up. Thought you would still be sleeping. You especially. But it's good. It's a
Why?
good sign.
Why would I be sleeping?
Because you look like a, well, the safe words for later. Let's go eat some breakfast, eh?
Did you guys sleep?
Sorry?
I didn't sleep so good.
You didn't sleep?
I didn't know. I just fell asleep. I didn't notice.
You guys, I mean, if you guys are alright.
Are you alright? Are you?
Did he keep you up? Was he snoring?
Sorry, did I snore?
No, it
Oh,
was
sorry.
yesterday.
You
Like,
lost
everything
like
that
a
happened
snorer.
yesterday was. No one
Well-
else finding this weird. I mean,
Well, it's just, day in Waterdeep.
I mean, I did accidentally kill that guy, but
You did?
yeah,
Yes.
is that
Smashed his brains out.
yeah, I didn't really mean to hit
Splattered
him
all
that
over the
hard.
pathway.
I didn't realise that if I hit him with a stick, his head would go, pff, but it did. So yeah, maybe we won't do that again.
Looks like you've done it before.
That was the first time actually.
is that all fine or what? Like that was. I've never done that before. That was.
What,
Yeah, I mean, I have to be
Right.
honest. I've been here for 6 months, and the whole time, I've been fine. It's only hanging around with you, but I think you maybe just attract the trouble. But
well, trouble finds me.
oh, okay, well.
Did you wash your stick?
Did I wash? Yeah, I washed it in the snow last night. See, I mean, there's a bit of blood still there, but it's alright. It's fine. Yeah,
So you made your way down to the tap room.
yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah. As you go down there, you see. At this point, there are about 10 patrons, more or less, in the tap room. You see the barkeep that introduced himself as Durnan last night, and that you know about. As a famous, the famous Durnan, owner of the Yawning Portal, Niall. You see a couple of people kind of like, actually one person tending the tables, a young woman, red hair, fair skin. She wears a beige shirt and a green cloth jerkin over it.
Different to last night.
No, it will be the same one. It will be the same one. And you notice that next to the bar, there is a half-orc woman standing next to an elf male. The half-orc, she has flowing, thick black hair down to her shoulders, greyish green skin, wearing a leather armor that you can definitely tell, particularly you, Niall, that leather armor is not for show. It has seen fair amount of action in her,
Yes, I can see that.
and she's very powerfully built with thick muscular arms, and she's standing next to a male elf that has bright copper skin, long straight dirt blonde hair, very, very smooth, angular features, an elegant green-yellow striped shirt, and a green blue leather armor and gold trims, and has like a really big like waist, a belt around its waist, a really thick, like tall, and he has a cane with a snake head pommel, and it's kind of like standing there in the bar with his cane, kind of like a bit of a nobleman pose, as the woman, the half orc, is standing next to him, just drinking from a tankard. You see Dernan, the innkeeper, male human, probably in his 40s and 50s. Hard to pinpoint the age. There are many rumors about the age of Dernan. You're not entirely sure how old he might be, but apparently the myths say that he is much older than a normal human could live in. He has like tan olive skin, black wavy hair, not too long, combed to one side with a big forehead. He has a very thick moustache and a white shirt and red sleeveless jacket. And he looks muscular and athletic as well. For someone that has supposedly lived so long, and he looks like he's about 50, he looks very athletic. And the lute you can hear in the distance is a bard that is sitting kind of near the big well that is the namesake of this inn, the Yawning Portal, and is playing a lute that only has 3 strings in it. He's a male human, young, dark red hair, light white skin, smooth face. There's not a wisp of facial hair on his face, and he's wearing a fancy green shirt and a black cloak over it. Has a lute with only 3 strings as he's playing through the song. And there are a few other patrons. You immediately look for someone that might be similar to the description you have of this person that was mentioned as you were going through your investigation yesterday, but you can't really see anyone. What do you do?
Right, where's the breakfast? I'm kind of hungry.
Let me sniff it out.
At the bar, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it was more.
Bar.
Okay, good work.
Okay,
Go to the bar.
so you go to the bar. At the bar you see only the female elf, half orc, and the male elf with straight blonde hair. And you see Dernan there, looks at you all. Good morning. I trust you have a good night of sleep.
Yeah, I did. I was fine, yeah. But yeah, she was a bit like.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't have the giant-sized beds, my friend.
I was
We
alright.
need some warning for that.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't mind as long as I get extra breakfast.
Sure. I'll throw an extra sausage or
Well,
two.
that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah. Why don't you take a table? Bonnie will be with you in a moment.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Good, my friend. That is a fierce moustache you have.
Thank you. I see you're still working on yours. Ha.
Yes, well. Ha! What kind of comb do you use?
You know the thick oil of all the food we have to handle here? Just go with it.
Oh! Right, I'm not writing that one down. Looks nice, though.
Sure does. Please, take a seat. Bonnie will be with you in a moment. So you go take a table. There are many empty tables at the portal right now.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're kind of like walking around and pulling chairs and sitting around the table, you're trying to find one that may hold your weight. But you don't trust them. But then you sit down and you realize they're quite sturdy. This place, you wouldn't know about it, but you, Niall, would definitely know, and you, Millie, about this place has a reputation for attracting all sorts of adventurer and explorer and types of all the races and sizes. So everything is built to withstand whomever uses it. And as you're doing that, you see entering, the door to the portal opens, and it is not snowing as much as yesterday now. So there is a warm light as it reflects off the snow that gives you a nice warm, morning kind of like feel a mood to the portal. It's not windy, it's not snowing, but it's still cold. And you see, walking through the door. Want to describe your characters?
Well, you see a young man with very pale skin and light blonde copper hair walking next to you.
A large, probably about 5'11", tiefling male, aged, early 50s, longish hair down to his shoulders, sort of put into a ponytail at the back with large sideburns, wearing a long leather coat, and next to him a mastiff. Big,
Yeah.
kind of Saint Bernard looking.
Very big dog indeed. And as you walk in, close the door behind you, you immediately see Yagra, the half-orc, standing at the bar, turns around and kind of waves. "Ah, there you are! Come over here! Come over!"
Okay, as agreed. Don't mention the gate crashes. But maybe if it comes up, we'll mention the organisation.
What about Harald's birthday?
I don't think it's very important. We're all
Right.
people.
So you walk over. Yep.
Yeah, we'll walk over to Yagra and the other gentleman at the bar.
Okay. So as you walk to them, you notice the male elf that is standing next to Yagra with the cane. Gives a look, and you can definitely tell that he's measuring your way of walking, almost your way of presenting yourselves as you come over. And Yagra is she has a big smile in her face and grabs the tankard. Dornan! Ales?
Ales. Thank you.
Dornan, 2 ales for my friends here. Good friends. Well, this is the people I told you about. She turns around and talks to the elf. And the elf is holding a tall glass, which is normally used to pour wine. Apparently, it's like a ceramic glass. And grabs the glass and kind of like gives you all, presents himself to you, turn a bit. So yes, Yagra told me about you.
Extend a hand. Davil, I presume.
That's my name. You
Silas.
Silas. Yes, I heard about you. You
I
work
heard
at the
you.
Bowels.
Back room that we can talk in.
Yes, unfortunately now, I have a prior appointment. But why don't you? Yara already told me a bit about both of you, and I just wanted some confirmation of the type of work you think you can do for me.
Well, it depends on the legalities of such work, as it were.
Oh, as you know, I run a very legitimate organization that is now been. It has a reputation that it doesn't deserve, and it's now being blemished by all these things going on in the lower wards. We are mostly interested in finding out who are behind the efforts to undermine the legitimate business we have, and who's really behind this splinter group.
Well, Mr. Starsong, if you have a prior appointment, we are happy to wait so long as we don't have to have this conversation in public here. Might not
Sure
be the best
thing.
idea.
Why don't you come find me this afternoon? Maybe we can speak more then. Yagra, please. I will relieve you for the time being. If you want to have a drink with your friends, maybe. I'm sure we'll speak later.
As far as the work that we can undertake is concerned, as long as the pay is good and you can offer protection from any consequences that may arise from such work, then we're happy to take it.
I guarantee that if you provide me with a good service regarding my endeavors, you shall be protected from any I think that's just. Yeah, it does that.
Bad boy.
You won't have to worry about many of the things that normal citizens in this town have to abide by.
Very well. Well, shall we take a drink of the egg?
And you notice, as you're speaking to him, you notice that Double is kind of like speaking to you because you're kind of a known quantity you imagined for a guy like him.
Yeah.
But he's giving like sideways glances to you, Keth, and you definitely notice there is some, a bit of intrigued look in the glances he's giving you. Like, who is this guy? Very well then.
How about, just as a piece of gratitude, if you point us in the way of Volo, perhaps? Yeah,
Volo?
he gave word that he might be looking for some work.
Hasn't come in yet, but he's usually around this time. He won't miss breakfast. So if you wait around, I'm sure you'll see him very soon.
Very well, thank you. Suppose that gives us a free day.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to wait though.
Bonnie comes to you, the red hair bartender. Hello.
Hello.
So, this is what we have for breakfast today. And she comes with a big tray full of very rich, fatty stuff. Sausages and eggs, and it's like almost like a full English without beans. And it's just layering like a big pile of bacon and whatnot, and very nicely smooth, warm bread. Just a big chunk of it, a loaf. Puts it there, kind of throws some nice, maybe what appears to be iron cutlery in the table. And what do you want for drinks?
Well, we were in the middle of a pub crawl. We're going to continue that.
Well,
Can we start here as the first drink?
I mean, we were at the very start of it.
Yeah.
We didn't quite get to the middle, did we?
We didn't really get past the first drink, no.
No, I'm happy to call it an end.
Alright, I'll have some water, please.
Water?
Yes.
Sure thing, my big man.
Water as well, please. Are we just giving up on what we were doing?
Well, first of all, Bonnie,
Oh,
Um,
yeah, drinks.
have you got any napkins? I can't see any napkins.
I'll bring you some cloth.
A clean cloth?
Sure.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Yes, so water, and a clean cloth.
What?
And some
Well,
water, please.
And some water.
what other drinks do you serve at this time of day?
Drinks?
Yes.
I mean, well, ales. Normally for breakfast people go for ales.
Well, if that's a normal thing to do, I mean, it'd be rude not to.
Yes, one drink is included with your breakfast.
Well, I'll have an ale. Do you want an ale?
We
'Cause
serve the
if you
best
don't-
guild ale here.
I will have your ale if you do not want your ale.
Okay, am I allowed?
I mean, I think so.
Okay, yeah, please.
2 ales.
Please.
Two
and-
ales?
Well, just the water for me, please. But
3 ales, and
But-
I'll have his ale.
Very well.
Thank you.
can you put a spoonful of sugar in the water, please?
A spoonful of sugar in
Yes.
the water. Sweet water.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you got a bit of lemon as well?
Oh, we haven't had lemon delivered yet. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I can do that. It's fine.
Oh,
Just get your water.
that's fine then. Yes.
Millie has some lemons. You have some lemons?
Lemons
Sure.
on stock.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So she goes to the bar. As she goes to the bar, you see there's a group of, there were like about 10 patrons, I told you, and there's a table nearby. And suddenly, from the table, as you are drinking your ales that Yagra gave you, and she's kind of like, chatting with you, you're waiting for your breakfast, you hear like laughs and like what appears to be like friendly banter. And suddenly it all turns into a chant almost, as from that table people start banging the table, and shouting, "Dip, dip, 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 dip!" And you see a young man standing up with a tankard in hand and starts walking to the bar, looks like mid-20s, fairly muscular and athletic, short crop top, black hair, kind of, you would definitely, Niall, recognize this as a military type, you know, city guard crop top. Light brown skin, simple comfortable clothes with a heavy, with a neatly pressed white shirt. So just the look of it, you know, carefully taken care of uniform. Definitely some kind of army type. And has leather trousers held with a big leather belt. And grabs the tankard, and as everyone is shouting, "Dip, dip, 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 dip," and goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and starts going towards the bar, towards where you are. And Yagra, as she sees this, she goes, "Oh dear." And Dernan kind of like gets close to the bar, and he's looking straight at the young man as he's coming towards him, and he has a half smile, kind of like raising the side of the moustache.
Just the unimportant.
Mine it is. Is it yours?
No.
What's going on here?
What do you think he's getting dipped in?
Ah.
Yeah.
You actually would have heard about this sort of dipping challenge, and you haven't been here before because this is not. I mean, you would have, yes, but not recently because
Yeah.
this is the kind of place that is too public, as it were. And as this young man comes to basically pretty much next to you guys, and you are all kind of watching as well from the table what's going on there. Everyone from the table is yelling, "Dip, dip, dip," kind of like cheering him on. He comes and slaps a dragon, a gold piece, into the bar. And Dernan looks at him, smiles, and he reaches under the bar and pulls out a bell that has a little like rope loop where, you know, to hook it to something, and a metal tankard, and puts both there. He fills the metal tankard with gilt ale. You can see the big like cask where he keeps several ales. You notice that he has a larger selection that you know, you were used to the barrels. And then hands both to the man, the metal tankard full of ale and the bell. This man then turns around and starts walking towards the lip of the yawning portal, of the well. And as he's doing that, you notice that on the second floor, there's a big Goliath that you hadn't noticed before, that is now walking towards where there is a crank mechanism attached to a rope to a pulley right on top of the well, hanging off the ceiling, and then a rope hanging there with like a loop, like a noose, a fixed noose. And everyone is still chanting, "Dip, dip!" And the guy kind of like stands next to the lip, where there is a small platform. Sorry?
I'm going to walk closer to the lip.
Okay, so you start walking behind the guy. What are you guys doing?
I'm kind of starting to take notice of this. I just grabbed a few sausages and I'm sort of.
Okay. So you start looking with the sausages, you stand up,
Yeah.
and you would all notice that at the same time, throughout the place, there are some people that it happens not only with those patrons there, but a few people that are on another table. People are starting to, like, in hush whisper, take coin and putting it on the table, and maybe you can overhear as you walk past one and says, 3 shards that he doesn't make it back. 2 nibs that he doesn't even get to halfway there before he rings the fucking bell. And then people are starting to like put coin where the mouth is regarding the fate of this thing.
I sort of try and grab someone nearby that's doing that. What's going on here? What's he doing?
Hey, the young man is dipping.
What is dipping?
Dipping? Well, he throws the tanker down the well.
Right.
It's metal,
Okay.
makes lots of noise.
Yep.
So he might attract something down there.
What
And then
else?
he has to go there and retrieve it
What?
in the total darkness.
Okay.
And then come back, ring the bell, so they can come back all the way up.
What is in the darkness? What's down there?
Oh, that's on the mountain.
Right.
Oh, you're new to town, my friend.
I've been here a little while, but I don't know about that.
Oh,
So.
well, you know, this is the yawning port. You know what? I'll explain to you later. 3 shards. He doesn't make it halfway through. And he just keeps like trying to get someone to bet him against.
I like this. I'll put some money down. What's going on?
So
I want to get involved. This sounds-
Niall Millie, you see Genhorn kind of like walking and starting to talk to this maybe like older man and having a chat and just putting coins
Where do I put the money? What do I do?
in the table.
Let's
So
go.
what do you put in there?
That's a gold piece.
A gold. You put dragon down.
Yeah.
As you put dragon down, everyone kind of backs off. Oh, that's beyond our friendly gamble bet, my friend. It's 3 shards.
Oh.
Say
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
that he doesn't make it back.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, let me change. What?
Okay. Well, you're roughing. What are you guys doing?
I'll turn to Jaeger.
So, friendly wager. We'll say, since we're going to be working together for a little while. Start easy. 1 shard says that he goes halfway.
Halfway and comes back.
Halfway and rings the bell.
He doesn't. You think he's a coward?
City boy soldier types.
Yeah.
Shows up in front of his mates.
1 shard. Okay. I say, I'll take you on. I win if he brings back the tankard.
I'll take that.
Okay. So
You.
she grabs the shard and puts it on the bar, and you are coming towards the
lip of the well.
the lip of the well, and you overhear this conversation. You see this big furball that is kind of like, having this argument about coins with people there, and you maybe overhear what he just, someone just explained to him. And as you reach the lip of the well, Amelia
Are
and
people
Niall,
crowding around it?
Huh?
Are people crowding around it, or is it?
they are kind of like getting.
I want to get out there if I can see it, but if there's too many people around, I'm not gonna try.
Okay, so there aren't that many people right now, and the well is fairly big, so there's plenty enough space for you to just.
Okay. I wanna climb up on the edge and just look down.
Okay. So as you also stand up, go past her and kind of like lean over, you see this pale skinned man coming from the other side. You're also like leaning over. Niall, what are you doing?
Hopefully I have my napkin by now.
Bonnie comes, rushes, puts all the water on the napkin, and she's kind of like paying attention to what's going on right now. But she gives you not a napkin, a piece of cloth.
Piece of cloth. So I'll put it on my lap. Is it big enough to slip down here as well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's almost like apron
Nice.
sized.
Put it down here. Put it down here. Get my own cup out. My own cutlery. On the table. Yeah, very excitable, aren't you?
What? Oh yeah.
You're in the
Grab
next table over.
Grab some more
Oh,
bacon.
excellent.
Grab some more bacon. Walk back to the. Right. Okay. It's 5. It's silver ones a shard. Yeah.
Yes.
This is, okay. There's 5 of them. Is that okay?
So what do you say? What those 5 shards say?
Well, what's down there?
We don't know. That's part of the fun.
All right. So is something gonna eat him?
Probably.
All right. 5 shards says he gets eaten.
Very well, my friend. Wait, this is actually very likely, says someone.
Lucas, do you need the light? Yeah.
Huh?
I'm getting the light of the room. It's getting a bit dark.
Yes, turn it on. I'm guessing at this point it's going to be a bit darker. It's alright. Whoa, we are
Lights.
live with light.
faces.
Okay, so we'll get better at this. Don't worry. So as you, you don't know, but I forgot to switch to the player's cam as you were introducing yourself. So it's my big face as I was looking at you.
Who is who?
Hello.
Who's Jordan?
Yeah. The guy. Let's see.
It's like a puzzle.
I'm gonna roll some
Match the
fake
voices
dice.
to the rest of the voices.
He will take you on the bet and put 5 shards and say, okay, 5 shards says he makes it back.
Sure. I don't know. This just looks fun. Let's
You're
go.
saying he gets eaten.
Well, I mean, if you say there's something down there, and it's probably quite likely if you're gonna go down somewhere dark and there's something nasty, he's gonna get eaten.
I mean, yes, it is a pretty good bet, but you know, there's good money to be made there, so I'll take you on that one.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, so just keep it there.
I
Yeah.
want to ask anyone that is next to the lip of the well.
Yeah.
I mean, how deep is the well?
A woman that is on the same table as the verbal, speaking to a man, kind of turns around. She's also kind of like old, but she looks to having maybe like rough hands. She looks to be someone that works, or I don't know. It would be hard to tell, but she's definitely not a city person. Maybe from the farmlands or something. And she turns.
Well, I don't know, I've never been there, but some rumors say it's about 150 feet, some rumors say it's 300 feet, and the time can be bent as you go down there, and you go into another dimension.
Oh.
But it's just a rumor.
Does it go down without the light?
Yes, that's part of the challenge. You don't see anything, and you have to find your time card. You want to wager? One nib says he rings the bell before he even gets there.
Sure thing. I'll take your wager.
Okay, one nib, young gentleman.
And she puts one nib in the lip of the well.
I don't have one nib actually. I got shards and dragons.
Well,
but I'll source one.
Oh, I'm too rich.
I'm too
okay. So as you're talking, Amelia, you're.
Anywhere near that, can I hear this?
Yes, you will hear this. The inn is empty-ish
Okay, I
enough.
mean like, because there's a big
Yeah,
well.
it is a
with
big
the
well.
windows.
It's about, I think it's about 30 feet across.
So I just want to ask
Diameter?
the same person. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go around.
yeah, well, I mean, if I had them answering questions, I will ask them. Just like,
Yeah.
you allowed to throw stuff in? Or?
Well,
The challenge is that you drop the tanker, and as she's saying this, they lower the rope down to his level, the level of the lip, and he walks down this kind of like gangplank platform that kind of pokes out a bit into the well, and he puts a foot on the noose and kind of like starts hanging, and dip, dip, dip. Everyone starts like the chant starts going higher and higher, and he brings the tanker up, and the woman says to you,
now he will finish and he will drop it.
Is he armed?
No. You drop it and that makes a lot of noise. It's a metal tankard. So if there are nasties right down there, they'll get attracted to it.
He
So
has to run. That's the game. He runs. He can't fight. He has to run.
Well, no, you can't fight. If you want to kill whatever comes after you and then come back, that's also a win. I mean, you just need to come back with the tankard. Or ring the bell before and be labeled a coward.
Is this the same one that I'm standing next to?
yeah, it kind of turns and starts. So you're now like, there's a woman, and then there's.
How do you get to see what's going on down there?
We don't get to see. We wait
And
and
no
listen.
Oh.
And at that point, Three Strings kind of like jumps into, on top of a table and goes, well, we have a dipper! And he immediately goes, doom, doom, stomping with one foot, grabs the lute, like strums a dissonant chord, like, and goes, deep and dark, down below, where only fools and braggarts go, where monsters roam and dangers mortal, few survive the yawning portal. Stand your ground or ring the bell and hope you make it up the well. And when he does that, everyone loses the mind and go, ah!
This is what I recorded earlier. Power metal from the 70s.
Lucas, is there anyone that stood around me?
Yeah. So everyone is now losing their minds as this guy.
Really? Wow.
Whoa! Sorry. As
Suddenly a lot more people came in.
And the streets just pouring it.
and this guy is now being lowered by the Goliath with the crank. And then gives a final chug of the ale and drops the tankard. And then everyone shuts up and you just goes. You hear the echo coming up the well.
You also hear, Borshard says, to Cleric.
The rope, kind of like creaking as he's being lowered. So you are still next to the man you had a wager with. You, Silas, still with Yagra at the bar.
Yes.
You're still eating with your nicely, and you guys are pretty much like next to each other with the woman. What are you doing?
Say done.
Donna is kind of looking smiling.
We get small breakfast.
What breakfast? Okay, sure. Ollie, breakfast for the friend here.
It's one dabble.
He looks at Yagra and Yagra.
Sure, yes, it's on double. Don't get me in trouble, my friend. This time now, only.
Well, don't stand me up again.
Okay. So they're gonna. You see that Bonnie is kind of like paying too much attention to everyone is kind of like excited about what's going on, but she, grabs some of the stuff, nice loaf of warm bread, and puts it in front of you and Jagger. And Jagger immediately grabs a piece of bacon and turns around to look at the well while eating it. Are you guys doing anything?
So I'm on the edge of the well, just like with my head just kind of peeking over the edge, just looking down.
I'm gonna come over and join. I'm gonna grab some more sausages first and.
Yeah. So you're able to stand next to Millie.
What? So, what's going on? Has he been eating yet?
Still upright.
At that point, you see, and you're also like leaning over it. You see, beyond the range of your vision, it just disappears into the darkness, and you can only now see the robe, being swallowed by the absolute darkness. A certain distance, so at least 60 feet down, and and the guy, before he went down, he kind of like grabbed the bell and looped the piece of rope like around his belt, so he's kind of like hanging off the belt, and you can only hear like ding, ding, as he moves, down, but he's not ringing the bell yet.
Is there like a board anywhere of like people who've made it, who've died?
No, there
Or like
isn't.
a ratio of.
No, there isn't. You heard that this kind of thing is, that Durnan charges for adventurers and parties to go down the well to on the mountain, as explorers and adventurers. But since for some time now, there has been like this new popular thing, which is dipping, as opposed to. And the thing with dipping is quite more dangerous because you're going alone as opposed to as a party. You're unarmed, and you can't really know, since the last adventuring party was down there and maybe cleaning the area around the bottom of the well. Other things could come back in and start living there, or roam. So you don't know. The level of danger depends really on how frequent these dips and adventuring parties going down are. So how safe the area around the well is.
So what do you win?
What do you win? Respect.
You pay the gold piece, right?
You pay the gold piece, presumably because the friends kind of like challenged him to do it, and they gave him the gold. So at one point, you're looking there, and the tavern has gone completely silent. And suddenly the rope goes loose. And Yaga looks at you.
Well, I made it to the bottom.
I'll slide across the shard over to her.
Well, let's see if he still comes back with the tanker. That's what I said.
Well, I lost mine, but I said it'd come up halfway, so you get that regardless.
Very well.
The rope goes loose for a bit, and everyone's kind of like, a minute passes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then suddenly the rope goes taut again. and you hear echoing up the well as the bell is rang. And everyone starts cheering, particularly the friends of him that are around the lip of the well, kind of like cheering him on. And the Goliath goes with the crank, and the song starts again as everyone goes. Down below, we're only fools. And everyone's just celebrating. It's too loud. Sorry, guys. What are you doing?
Is the rope, I mean, obviously it's impossible to tell, but when the Goliath was bringing it down, I mean, was the rope swinging as much, or is it swinging?
No, it's kind of like swinging a bit and rotating on itself, you know, like when someone is hanging off and rotating.
Okay.
What can I smell? Can I smell anything that's like different?
No, there is right now there is the smell of food,
Yeah,
the
there's a lot
rich
of-
flavors of fat and bacon, and so it's hard to smell anything else.
And moon cheese.
He was down there for a while. I mean, I guess if it's dark, it might be difficult to find something in the dark, but
What if it's not him on the end of the rope?
yeah.
Is anyone taking me up on my bet?
Keeps coming,
I prepare
and
my
then as it's about to appear, you know, within the range of vision, again everyone just shuts up, and it's like, and suddenly you see the mop of, you know, crop top hair coming up, and the guy is kind of smiling, is holding the tankard on one hand, grabbing the rope where he's put his feet down in the noose on the other one, and the bell is still hanging off his chest, waist, and he's like, yes, he's celebrating as he's being, everyone should start going, you know, cheering him on and celebrating.
I clap slowly from the bar.
Well, that was very anticlimactic. I thought there was something more exciting was going to happen, but
He's not dead.
well, yeah. But if you're an idiot enough to go down a well into the dark, though you don't know what's there, then you know.
I'm sure he's happy about it.
Well, here you go. There's your 5.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
That's it. I can't remember all the bet with this woman.
One nib. I think you won one nib.
Oh, fantastic. I don't have any, so
Yeah,
I'll take
okay.
a nib.
Good job no one's here.
You get one nib. Just remind me. And then he, as soon as he comes back there, someone comes in with kind of like almost like a harpoon fishing hook, grabs the rope and pulls so he can like land on the edge of the platform that doesn't go all the way to the center of the well. And he, you know, steps onto the platform and starts celebrating and starts going towards the bar, followed by his mates that are kind of like patting him, and he's kind of, you can tell that he's super like turned on, like the adrenaline rush.
You can tell.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I need to go discharge this energy now. And he's going towards the bar, and Dana is kind of smiling at him as he grabs the metal tankard. You have that vision.
I do as well.
You have that vision.
I do.
And you are two next to the wall, but as
Wait, I
he's
also do.
well, you're at the bar.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
But in any case, as everyone is kind of cheering on, you're still there, and the woman turns around and starts like, you know, exchanging money because of the wagers. You both hear, I think, what's your passive perception?
11, I think.
14.
14 and
11.
11. So actually, you hear, Keth, what appears to be grunting and scratching noises, like kind of echoing up the well. And some high-pitched screeching, like still, like...
Do I recognize any of this?
Make a nature check. Make a nature check.
if it's hearing, I've got 15 passive perception.
Yeah, sorry, you're also there, so you will also
Not
hear
bad nature
this.
check, actually.
You love nature.
I absolutely adore it.
Oh, no,
I-
you don't.
I might be a little bit better in nature.
Yeah, go make a nature check.
That's 17.
Although for you, Okay, make a nature check. What do you roll?
17.
17.
Not terrible. Fucking hell. 8.
Mm. So the screeching noises, you actually kind of recognize.
Mm.
I got checks.
Oh,
So you immediately go, as you hear these screeching noises coming up the well.
I take a step back from the lip of the well and I turn to the people around me.
Yeah, them two are around you because they're still kind of, because the woman already moved to the table to get money.
Do you really look?
Gentlemen, lady, you might want to move away from that well. I think there's something coming up.
Yeah. What is it? I can't quite make it out.
I think it can fly if I'm not mistaken. They're sturges.
Oh dear.
And you hear, and at this point everyone can hear, and in fact the people that are celebrating, they don't give a shit, but Darlan immediately goes, Bonnie's kind of walking around and turns to the lip of the well, and the woman that was next to you two guys kind of like turns, as you hear noises of scratching, and the heavy screech, the screeching becomes heavier and heavier, like
how close is the rope now?
no, it was pulled all the way to the ceiling after the guy dismounted.
Quick, get the rope back down.
You shout to the Goliath.
The rope, bring it down, quick.
The Goliath kind of like is lifting the rope and goes,
Quick, rope.
I turn around and shout, Silas!
Yeah, move away from the well, sun's coming up.
I'm going to take a step forward and pull the dagger out of my...
okay, as you do that, well, you
I'm gonna run back to my table.
so you start running back to where you see Niall sitting down still eating, but you're now
I've even
hearing.
started eating, yeah. I've just done my prep. I've just about to take my first bite of the sausage.
Okay, so you're about to take your first bite
It's almost in slow motion.
in this perfectly set up, like noble table, everything clean and straight and ordained. That's and as you're about to take your first bite, you hear some grumbling.
How wide is this well?
It's about I can tell you exactly. It's about 20-foot radius, 40 diameter.
That's a big well.
That's a big
That's
fucking
not.
well.
That's not a well. That's like a hole in the ground.
Which is a well.
How long are the how long are the tables? Is there a table that's nearby that's that big?
No chance at all. So you take your dagger out. You are kind of measuring and looking for tables.
I'm also moving back towards where Silas is.
You're stepping back. Well,
I'm
you
just
go
gonna-
all the way to Niall.
I'm just gonna grab one of the tables and chuck it down.
So you grab one of the
I'm
tables.
just gonna chuck it.
Okay,
down.
as you do that, you can't really see. You're moving forward.
I've moved forward slightly just to kind of...
Okay, as you're doing that, you're gonna check one of the table, and at that point, there's enough light coming from the yawning portal to finally see. As you now see, and it is unmistakable, a big troll, wisps of hair kind of like hanging off the head, over the shoulder, and it's kind of like troll running up the well, like climbing up the well. It has 3 sturges kind of like stuck, sucking blood off of it, and there is a frenzy of sturges flying around it in kind of like a vortex, and they just fly out of the well, immediately covering the whole portal, and as everyone goes, "Ah!" and the troll jumps out the lip with a big roar. Roar! And at that you yell, "Troll!" Darlan goes, "Troll! Free drinks for everyone that has been claimed!" Roll initiative.
Sturges.
Hey, they're on the side. Remember our battle plan. Don't run outside and climb the roof.
Dragon Bait Redux.
This was unexpected. I thought
Hey.
Sturges, yeah, level 1.
What'd you get?
3.
3.
Is that
16.
16.
Yeah.
Niall?
12.
Silas.
14.
14 and Keth.
13.
13. Wow, you're all like really close together.
There's always synergies. There's always synergies happening between the
Synergy!
Okay, let's see what we roll here. My Tron.
We're getting branded t-shirts, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just going to think that.
Oh, by the way,
When you smash it,
apologies for all the streamers who are underage for the swearing.
Sorry, it's absolutely fine.
happen a
This is
lot.
not PG. We got nice some fast stitches here.
Already nearly made another Dennis Reynolds when he said that he came out cold and so turned on to the bit where he's like, feel my nips!
Okay.
Is that why my nips are like this?
Are you gonna roll initiative for everyone in the
No.
tavern?
That's it. So, as you're kind of like backing away from the lip of the well, the sturge is just, you two were kind of like closer with Jürgen. So one of them is going to go for you as the bigger target that is there.
I've got a table though, so that's like a shit.
Yeah, no, you chuck the table. You chuck the table down the well, and it just disappears into the well as the troll kind of like climbs out, and the frenzy of sturges, like in a vortex, you pour out. You can't really see how many are there. One of them is going to go for you then. So that's 18 to hit.
Yeah.
How's that plate armor?
Okay. So you take 4 points of piercing damage as it latches onto you. You know, a weak spot in your fur-covered, your fur clothes.
This is where you TPK the whole thing on session 1.
And you would know at this point, you feel a suction, like feeling from the muscle as you have been bitten. This thing is trying to suck your blood. The other one is going to go for you and you, so 1, 2, 5, it's going for you, Kath. Another sturge. Wow, that's 20 to hit.
I'll hit.
Yep. And you take same.
How much? 4
5.
is it? Or 5?
No, 5. You take 5.
Sweet baby Jesus.
5 points of person damage.
Going
Just
from
let
like
down everyone.
level 13 characters to level 1 characters, it's horrible.
And the rest are gonna. So those are just two that attack in like general direction of where you are. It's now the troll's turn, and the troll will jump out of the well and kind of like start. You notice that Durnan, the moment you yell troll and he yells troll, he grabs a big greatsword from underneath the bar and kind of like jumps over the bar and starts charging at it. But the troll at this point is, there's still no one around it, so he's gonna just hit one of the people that were waging around, the group of people, and goes. Let's see. He's gonna claw one. And goes. Cuts across the chest, a person just flies and lands on top of the table, destroying the whole thing. With another attack, grabs and takes out one of the sturges of his chest and just crashes, and Sturge dies, and then rolls into the room. It's now Gainhall's turn. What are you doing?
How far away from this troll am I?
You will be about 10 feet because you. Well, actually, no, you came out on the other side, so you will be about 30 feet.
So I'm gonna try and get the sturge off me.
Okay, so you're gonna try and get the sturge
Oh,
off. You
you can either, I don't know.
It's sorry. This is the selfish of the sturge's turn. So a creature can use its action to touch it. So it's automatic.
How close am I to other people?
So you have people around you. You have these two people that, Millicent that you know, and the other person that you don't know.
Okay.
And there are some people that the ones you were talking to. So, but yeah, they're kind of around you, like 5, 10, 15 feet. It's a bit abstract. What do you want to do?
I wanna move so that I'm not within, so no one's within 5 foot of me. But,
Okay.
But if I can get,
Yeah, you can definitely get distance. Yeah.
But if I can get range with the other sturges within that kind of space.
Well, no, they're all flying around you. So the only sturges that are around you are the one that's stuck to you and the one that's kind of attacking him.
Okay.
You want to kill a lot of Sturges.
I want,
Nobody.
yeah. Well,
All the
maximise.
sturges.
Okay, I'm just going to kind of run into a bit of a empty space and just cast Thunderwave then.
Thunderwave around you. So there's one that is attacking him. If you want to get that one,
But I don't want to get him.
then you can only hit the one that is biting.
Yeah, I'll just do the one that I'm doing me then.
Okay, so-
it's like a panic.
You take. What was the range?
It's a 5 foot square, but sorry, 15 foot square, but it's basically 5 foot each.
Okay, so
direction
you
of me.
can do it. Essentially, you can walk away enough that no one is around you, and you're just gonna destroy all the furniture in a 15-foot square around you.
So
Okay,
boom.
So what is it?
Thunderwave, 2d8.
What do I do as a start?
It's a con save.
12.
Fails.
Okay.
Terrible roll. 6.
6.
Yeah.
You go. You all see as the furball kind of like fighting with the Sturge, steps back, kind of like in a spot in the corner, away from everyone, then goes, and there is like this, almost like this bubble, and all the furniture and the bottles, and there was a cask of ale there, they just explode, and with it, the Sturge is just a spatter of blood in the wall next to you.
Oh, the fucking things.
Yeah, and you hear this noise that completely,
And I'm gonna try and back up away from the troll as well as.
Okay, so you can, if you stay in that corner, you're already far away
Okay.
from the. You're about 40 feet from the troll. That is kind of like roaring around.
Millie, no, get over it, out of the way. Don't. Oh, you don't want to fight that troll. They're horrible.
Silas, you're up.
I was basically next to Keth at this point, so I'm just
Yeah.
going to draw my short sword and try and attack the Sturge.
Okay, so you grab and try to twink, hit. It's not attached. Oh yeah, it is attached. Sorry.
15.
That hits.
And I will sneak attack.
Yes, you can sneak attack. The stage is too focused on sucking blood at this point.
So that's 6.
Okay, so you go and cut the head that is attached of the rest of the body. The rest of the body just drops to the ground, and the head stays there for a second longer, and then.
Can I try and then throw a dagger at the other Sturges in the air?
Yeah, they are flying around
Then
like
I
a
will do
vortex.
that. 20, but not natural.
That's gonna hit. You're tracking one with your eyes.
4 points of damage.
You're tracking one with your eyes, and kill or
And
brought
then
down.
just take like 2 steps back. Keep away from that troll. Take the Sturges first.
Keth.
I'm look around on the table, see if there's any flagons or any pints of ale or any liquid there.
Yes, because he was far enough when he
Right.
exploded.
I just grab one of them, just like gulp it down,
Okay, you go. Ah!
and I'll cast my spell.
Okay, so you, Millie, that are next
Okay, I'll
to
cover your
Keth, you see that suddenly, as this weird like pale person kind of drinks, as you see almost as the drink goes down his throat, suddenly like trails of cracking eyes, kind of like, and all around him, like shards of eyes poking out. And it's now Niall's turn. Sorry, Niall.
That's gonna happen.
It was gonna happen. Go for it. What are you doing? You have your sausage.
I'll see you later.
I'll stand up,
Spends a turn.
whisk my cape around,
Still
get
too loud.
my warhammer out.
Yeah.
Can I also get my shield out? That's it, move.
Yes.
The
Yes.
shield takes an action to don.
No, shield takes an action
Just
to don.
warhammer then. So I'll hold
Yeah.
2 hands.
So you grab your warhammer, you stand up, you have the troll about 20 feet from you. and Sturge is flying around you.
I'll just go for a Sturge.
So you're gonna take a step, wait for Sturge to fly past you and go boom. Make an attack.
19.
That hits.
Was that 5?
6.
6. Oh no, sorry, it's 1d10.
You bat it out of the air,
Oh.
and as you do that, some drops of blood in your face, and you
Yeah.
because you just destroy it.
Oh,
out
the
of the
blood,
air.
the blood actually just. It doesn't actually stay on me. Kind of.
Well, for the time being, the drops of blood just patter you. So at that point, it's Durnan's turn. Durnan will grab its greatsword and goes towards the troll, and he's yelling, "Fire! Fire! I need fire!" and goes to make a few attacks. And you would notice, Niall, you will notice Silas, you three essentially, which have certain expertise with martial weapons. You notice that this innkeeper, this is not the first time he's brandishing this kind of greatsword, but the first attack misses. He makes second attack also misses, as he's trying to rain
What an amateur.
attacks. Third attack misses. Fourth attack.
This innkeeper never brandished a sword before.
He's out of
Attacks.
practice.
You got
He rolled a 2, a 3, and a 5.
I don't know any of them. That's not my sleeve.
I'll see if I can bleed it down a bit, but to quell it.
And cuts cuts the troll across the stomach, blood flies everywhere, and he's just yelling, "Fire! Fire!" Millie. No, sorry. Sturge is before you. You roll a 3. Sturge is before you. So I am gonna roll randomly to see.
Are they countables? The amount of
So
Sturges
you
in this room
are-
now, are they.
Lower. Okay, so you're lower than 5. So a Sturge is attacking a random patron. You're fine. All the Sturges are. There are 4 Sturges. No, 3 left. That are currently, apart from the 2 the troll still has attached to it, that are currently kind of flying around and attacking the people. And Millie's now your turn.
Is there any braziers or open fire or anything anywhere near this troll?
Open fire. I mean, there is a fireplace,
Okay.
but it is in the far corner. It's about actually. I have a map. So it's about. Oh no, it's not too far away. It's about 25 feet from
Is
the
there
troll.
a clear line
Yes.
to the troll?
Now there's a table in the way, but you can. I mean,
I want to catapult a log out of that fire at the troll. Is that
a log out of
Cool,
the fire. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can do that. You can do that.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you get, after you notice, you see Millicent kind of turn around and they extend their hand with energy, focus on the fire, and suddenly a log rushes past you. Make your attack. Is an attack?
It's a save, dexterity 14.
Dexterity 14, eh? Ooh, that's actually, it rolled really well. 17.
Okay.
Does it do half?
Yeah. That is 13. 6.
6. Okay, I'm gonna say that part of that 6 is fire, so it's bludgeoning and some fire damage. As you hit it across the face, some of the burning coals, burning bits of the log are kind of attached to his face and starts burning. Horrible smell of burnt flesh. You're staying in the vicinity?
No, I'll run closer to him.
Okay, so you run all the way to the corner, which is now completely devoid of furniture. It's just the furball there.
Okay, I'll run next to where there is a table that he's knocked further into the corner and then hide by the table.
Okay.
Oh wait, do it again!
There are more Sturges, 2 more. No, so 1. No more Sturges. And then it is the troll's turn, and the troll is going to attack Durnan desperately. Let's see what we have here. That's gonna hit. He's gonna claw, he's gonna miss, he's gonna bite. So that we have one hit. For
Just taking a picture.
Sometimes it refocuses.
every 25
Well,
minutes,
I thought
it
something
does.
was
It does. It's just resetting the
Yeah.
sensor. So one of the claws you see catching Dunham across the chest and getting some blood. But he kind of like steals himself and is looking at the troll. Genhorn, you're up.
So how many stages are we talking? I left like flying around. Just pat.
Flying around, there are only 3.
Only 3. Okay. Is there one within? But how far away from me?
You can definitely wait until someone is closer to you. Actually, because you moved away, and the stages are mostly where the bunch of people are, you have to get closer. But
Well, I've just got my sling out. I was gonna have a few shots with the
sure, what's the range of the sling?
30 foot.
You're trying to sling the sturge off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Go for it.
Why not?
You go after you destroy everything.
Pick up a sausage.
You gently put the stun in your sling and
Someone
go.
sausage.
Go for it.
Ooh, 17.
That's gonna hit the sturge.
Is it gonna be damage? Ooh, 2 damage.
2 damage, that's what you need. You go, and boom! It doesn't quite destroys it as all the previous attacks, but this one kind of like hit it in the side of the head, and it goes, just like flying, and it just disappears into the well, just unconscious.
Niall! Watch out, the nasty little bastards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Silence.
Got me in the arm.
Noticed.
Got me in the arm.
Give Kevin a touch on the shoulder and a nod, and I'm just going to draw my other short sword and then just run towards the troll.
Okay,
Do it one attack.
so you run towards the troll and go,
10.
10.
Miss.
You go into kind of one knee trying to hamstring the troll, trying to help Dan and deal with it, and you go, it's almost like steel, this leather.
Let's just stab it with the other short sword.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And I'll sneak attack on that one because
Sure, yep.
next to me. Terrible rolls though. Terrible rolls.
We're all the
3
same
damage.
last time.
3 damage.
3 damage with the
2
sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay, you go in the thigh. Almost, the dagger sinks probably about 2 inches in the thigh. And you're trying to turn it and trying to get to the artery, but it's very, very thick leather skin.
I'll turn back and say, Scholar, go Keth.
Scholar kind of like, actually Scholar is kind of like growling, but at the same time you notice he's a bit worried about the whole situation. He doesn't like the smell of this troll. Keth, you are up.
Take my sword out, Pat's collar, 1 troll, 2 bartenders. That's a weird one. Just jump into the fray.
Yeah, okay, so you go after the troll.
Yeah, just try to get behind it if that's a possibility.
Yeah, you can flank it because there are 3 people now.
Okay, and I'm gonna whack it.
Yeah, go for it.
It's gonna be like 10.
10. You go with it and again you score a hit across the lower ribs, but the sword just doesn't go in. You're expecting flesh and it's thick leather skin. Niall.
Okay, here we go. I'll sort of line up my hand with the troll, look everyone passing by, and we do a guided bolt.
Guiding bolt. So you concentrate, your eyes go almost white, and release. Go for it. And it's an
Dirty
attack.
troll.
Whoa. Can I call that
What was it?
It's 10 total.
That's you hit. It goes up. You're trying to hit the head. It misses and it hits the 2nd floor near where the Goliath with the crank is.
Christ. That's
That's 46
And the
damage.
Goliath, you realize it's not a fighter and it's kind of like hiding there. Just as everyone is running around. It's now Durnan's turn, and Durnan looks at both of you. Yeah, kill Keep him distracted. Golden. Makes
Yeah, we're doing really well at that.
hit.
Well done.
Oh,
Miss. And a hit. He attacks 4 times then.
And if this troll hits us, it's the end of us.
I mean, that's my mind in the corner.
that's what divides the two parties.
That's what?
That's what divides the two parties. Golden.
Go. 3 of the attacks hit, and you see now that Durnan's sword is. He's putting his weight on each hit, and it's just hitting the troll all across the chest, blood spurting everywhere. It's kind of. But still suffering from the burn he got. There are 2 sturges left. One of them is going to attack one of you. I'm going to say, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So 1, 2, and clockwise. 6. Niall, as you stand up, sausage in hand, getting bored, suddenly a sturge comes straight at you. What's your AC?
I haven't got my shield on.
15 to
16.
hit.
16.
16. The sturge latches onto you, but on a piece of armor.
And he's blinded.
It's trying to go past your armor, but it's just sucking on metal right now. And it's now Millie's turn.
I'm gonna ray of frost that one that just bit him.
Okay, so yeah, you look Niall with one sturge hanging off
19 to
it.
hit.
Hmm?
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And I'll do 4 points of cold damage.
Okay, you suddenly see like ray of frost hit the sturge and it just disappears in like broken crystal shards and nothing is left of
I'll
it.
assume that was my armor.
Yeah. Yes.
Just ignore that ray coming from my head. That was me.
It is now another patron is being attacked by one of the search as well. It's now the troll's turn, and the troll will regenerate this turn. It's been getting fire damage.
Do we know that?
And it's going to attack Dunnan. Let's see, Dunnan. Yeah, he did a lot of damage this turn. So,
I
that's
don't even know whether.
a miss.
Lucas is just being kind because he didn't expect anyone to actually go.
You see the 2 claws miss as Dunnan kind of like parries with his sword, and then the troll comes for a bite and grabs onto Dunnan's shoulder where he has his like leather apron kind of, and but he's just spits at the troll face. Dunnan is not too bothered by this, but angry rather. Genhorn.
Is there anything behind the bar that, from what I'd seen, that looked like it might be flammable, like high proof liquor?
I mean, definitely yes, but in order to identify one in particular, you will have to be like a search action. You have to spend an action trying to. Okay, wait, yes, that's wine. That's good liquor. You know. Also because you're not too overly familiar with the liquor brands.
So I'm going to go and try and find something, just quickly, just grab something that looks, I'll just first look looks similar to the stuff we had last night.
The shots.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, wait, no. What do
We
you
had some, like, there was like some stuff last night they were saying that was like this sort of stronger, we tried some of the stronger stuff, it was the,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So, okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm just going to go up and grab something that looks, quickly, without really looking, just grab something that looks like that and chuck it onto the troll.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's see if you are successful in grabbing. Okay, yes, you notice the Galro bottle there, and say, oh yeah, this was strong. You grab it, make an attack. You're trying to chuck it onto the troll.
Oh shit, that's not good. I mean, it's like a dex throw, so it's going to be 5 basically.
Okay, you go. Rah! Crashes against the opposite lip inside the yoni portal and then just destroys there and the glass and the liquid.
I tried.
Okay, Silas.
Do you like get around the back of the troll, kind of wake Keathers without it
Yeah.
noticing me to try and attack it
Yeah.
blind?
Yeah, well, you can have advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
I'll do
all
that.
three are surrounding it, so you cannot like turn all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay, so I'll go again once with the short sword, just trying to cut it across the back of the legs. It's gonna be 20 non-natural. I'll do sneak attack. Oh, it's a better one. Oh, it's 10 plus 3, 13 for the first attack. And then the second attack is gonna be 8.
14.
13.
13.
Oh, 13.
And then does 13 hit?
No.
Nope. Okay.
So you
Second
go.
attack misses.
You go with the first one, and this time you manage to score a good one all across its butt, and it's just bleeding like thick black blood, you know, across all its like right thigh. Looks around, and you notice it kind of like, you know,
Give you the eyes.
give you the looking.
I'll just steady myself.
Yeah, Keth.
Okay, is the troll right next to the lip of the well still? Or has it moved away from the lip of the well?
Yes, because he attacked someone there and then done and met.
And within the battle, can I move away from him in a way that it's not gonna get an opportunity to attack?
Well, I mean, you don't know. You have to disengage to be sure.
Is the rope? So the rope is in the middle.
No, yeah, the rope was lifted all the way to
All
the
the way
top.
up, so it's
All the
not
way to
hanging
the-
anymore.
No.
This is my problem.
Great, it's a crazy idea.
What you did?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna just with my sword. I'm just gonna try to whack him.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of imagine going crazy at this Lord of the Rings,
hang on.
Tombs of Moria situation against the troll, everyone attacking from all
Hang on,
angles.
hang on a minute. I'll tell you what I want to do. You tell me if it's feasible.
Mhm.
So you said it was a 20 foot wide well.
No, radius, so 40 diameter.
Okay, can I go if I move like I don't know, like if he's at 12 o'clock and I move to 3 o'clock and I try to line and lure him, would that take him across the well?
No.
No, it would just take them.
Yeah, it will kind of scrape along the lip.
And I guess I'm just gonna whack him.
Okay.
Here we go. Ooh.
That was done.
And I did. So that's a 20 non-natural.
Turning on natural. Okay.
I don't have my shield, so
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
two-handed.
Two-handed. Go for it.
That's not very good. That's 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of last damage. You go.
But,
yeah, you're kind of like going at it from the back, and the troll is looking around.
And the booming blade hit.
Booming blade. Okay, gotcha. Niall. There's one sturge. They're still kind of attached to a patron. They're sucking his blood out of it.
I'm
and the
not worried
troll.
about the spirit. What's the name? Durnham's in danger. He's got a good moustache, so. Let's try this again. Oi, I can do it. Come on.
Lightning bolt.
No, guiding bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
It'll kind of look like that.
Suddenly level 5. Guiding bolt. Go for it.
Nice.
Yeah, 14 plus the 5, 19.
That hits.
Alright, 46.
46.
Yeah.
What?
So I wanna.
Yes.
Level
that's
1.
Level 1 spell.
So I wanna dice me.
Yeah, we have
Terrible.
some. Yeah. Dice me. Someone dice me.
That was too precious. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Tell you my dice are good.
Yeah, it was. 11.
What's the total?
11 radiant.
11 radiant. Okay. You go and you'll see kind of like crackling energy, a bit of blue light kind of illuminating for a moment all around Naya, and go, and the table with the sheer energy, a table rolls from big, in front of him, kind of like down the floor of the portal. And then this massive ray of crackling energy hits the troll in the chest, looks at you, and starts falling towards the side. You kind of like get out of the way, and down, and just gives it a final push as the troll disappears down the well. The last sturge, you know, all the other patrons that are there are kind of like whacking it. As you manage to get the whole situation under control.
It's still a stir though.
Nah, I mean, they
Oh, did,
He said the people that
Oh, okay.
beat to death.
We got to hit.
Yeah. You're catching your breath. And as you look around, you see there's one person that is apparently dead. One of the friends of the person that dipped, that got, you know, the life sucked out of him by a sturge. He's kind of like blooded. Dylan is looking about, looks at you both, and far away onto you both. You realize he noticed pretty much, you know, the involvement. Well done. Well done. And grabs the great sword and starts walking behind the bar.
How do we get? Well done.
I'm sorry I'm behind the bar. I was trying to get things to throw to set on fire, but I kind of missed.
You are fine, it's
Yeah,
alright.
sorry about that.
Destroy a bit of the furniture, it's fine.
Yeah. Do you
Very
normally
welcome, Dedham.
do you normally get things flying up from the hole? I mean, I'd probably want to cover that hole if I was you. Just so you know.
Oh, don't worry, I'll have to deal with that soon enough. The watch will be here soon. I'll probably have to close for some days.
I'll pick my dagger up that I threw. Didn't see you pitching in there 3 strings after your rousing song.
3 strings come from behind the table. Oh, well, that was an interesting fight. You did well there, Silas.
You can see it. No, gonna hand it.
He gives you like a warrior's handshake. Well, you know, not everyone is made for this kind of thing. But, yeah, I'm not the only one hiding, apparently.
Come to the bar. You owe me a drink anyway.
Yeah. And at that melee, you're kind of, you know, as Genhorn was, you know, walking towards the bar, we're done, and you immediately are, you know, looking around your vicinity, and you notice that from behind, underneath the table that you hadn't noticed before, comes out the middle-aged, like kind of like plump man, warm white skin. He has a curly mustache and a floppy hat, kind of like French Renaissance painter. Lavish cloths and a thick yellow scarf. And he looks about. Oh, ooh, that was certainly a dangerous situation. It's been a while since that happened at the Yawning Portal. You did well there. I'm gonna need a drink. And starts walking towards the bar as well. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fine. I said that would happen. You heard me say. I said that would happen.
I mean, I was busy betting on the thing with the guy. Did he die? Is he alive still? No, he's still alive.
The guy is quoting from somewhere.
I mean, really, you should apologise because that guy's now dead, and it's kind of your fault. But just saying. I mean, if you were an idiot enough to go down there and bring whatever that was back up.
The guy is looking with his friends that were kind of like fighting the Sturges. Did you call me an idiot?
Oh yeah, you were an idiot.
He kind of takes a step forward, and the rest of the friends, the one that has encouraged him to go down there, grab him by the shoulder. No, let's just go. The watch will be here soon. And we are on duty. And the whole group kind of starts walking towards the door as you.
I'm gonna try to remember the faces of these people.
Okay, you're trying to commit them to memory. Yeah, they all kind of start walking towards the door. Where's everyone else?
Buddy!
I'm gonna join Silas.
Buddy!
She comes from behind the bar where she was arranging some of the things that got like destroyed in the explosion of Thunderwave.
Sorry about the mess.
Yeah.
Fresh sausages. And a clean cloth.
Now.
Yes, another clean cloth, please.
Okay. And she goes around, enters the kitchen, comes back out with another plate of sausages and bacon. Starts coming towards you. So you guys are converging on the same table?
Yeah.
Sorry about that mess again. Apologies for that. Yeah, I got a bit panicked when that thing was biting me.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hey,
Oh.
we're waiting for someone to come in. How long are you going to be open for? You said you might have to close. We're looking
No,
for...
close the well.
Oh,
The inn will be open, but there will be no more dipping for a while.
hey, does anyone know what Polo looks like?
No.
As you say that, the person with the floppy hat and the yellow scarf next to you, suddenly has a glass of wine in his hand. You don't know where it came from. You're looking for Polo?
Yeah, we said we heard he was supposed to be here at some point.
Oh, that would be me. Oh, pleased to meet you. Volatham Godan, chronicler, journalist, writer.
I'm well
Explorer.
aware. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, well, you handled yourself very well in that fight. I am thoroughly impressed. Looks around and, you all kind of like converged near the bar, essentially. Except for you're there with your sausages. So you both hear this as...
Well, we hear that he
Yeah.
presents himself as Polo.
I
Yeah.
presume there are more people hearing about looking for business and friends. Just keep an ear out and see what we can listen to.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
Yara comes from behind the bar, and you realize she was kind of like protecting the entrance to the... Not from behind the bar, protecting the entrance to the stairs that led to where Davil disappeared from. She was kind of like holding her position there.
that one over there with the final stash, that's Polo, right?
Yes, that will be him, yes.
Maybe you can introduce us.
Well, I mean, I know about him, but he doesn't know me.
Okay. I just mentioned you mentioned about the possibility of a job that he might have for us. So I figured.
He's been talking about for the last couple of days, so as I said, just mentioned to him.
Alright. Well, I mean, I don't know. They still look pretty able, so if we let them get the job, we might not be able to get it ourselves. What do you reckon?
You're talking about not drawing attention to ourselves and there's a giant and he seems to be carrying around some kind of child.
Oh, I think that's not a child, that's a gnome. That's all I know too. That is a child.
I've just I look kind of human, but 4'8", so I'm shortish.
Okay.
Short
but-
human.
Yeah, short human.
Sure. Okay. Well. Okay. If you think that's right, I just fear we might lose the opportunity to get a job.
I think just keep an ear out and see what he says.
Fair enough. I'm gonna sort of amble towards a little bit in the bar towards where they have the conversation with Bola.
Devil, you said free drinks for anyone that was fighting.
Dunnan.
No, Devil.
Sorry.
Dunnan. Yeah, he goes, looks around. Yes, of course. What do you want?
2 ales, please.
3.
Very well.
Oh, I was.
I thought you were talking to your friend, 3 Strings.
Oh, no.
No, 3 String is now
He's into enough to
sitting
watch.
down there and started playing again. He's playing the song again.
What's the strongest thing you have? What's the nicest thing you have?
The nicest.
It's down the well.
Gives you a bell.
Actually, I can't tell you that. He...
Gonna lick the walls.
Do you prefer ale, wine, or liquor?
I think I'm trying liquor at the moment. I'm trying to find.
It's a bit early in the morning, but you are a big person. I'm not going to judge. Best liquor I can offer you now for your help is Amberfire.
Amberfire, that sounds pretty nice.
Tell you what,
It's whiskey from the Amcathra family.
I'll take one as well instead of an ale if you're giving it help.
I'll make it 3 then.
Okay, so he grabs the bottle from behind the bar and starts pouring shots. Well, there you are. Keep in mind, this thing is strong.
Yeah. It's quite nice, yeah.
You would know this, Niall, you would know this, Silas. as a pretty high quality liquor and whiskey.
Oh yeah. I mean that is a bit better than the stuff that I make. It's definitely it's quite smooth. Yeah, it's quite nice. What is this made of? What ingredients?
Whiskey,
Yeah. How'd you make that?
malt, double.
Malt. Alright, write this down. Malt. Yeah.
I mean, you can learn all about it if you go to the vendors, distillers, and brewers guild.
Okay. I was just trying to, learn about making it better. I've got some. Would you like to try my stuff that I make?
Oh no, it's absolutely fine, my friend. Thank you.
Would you guys like to try some?
Volo, which is next to you, is kind of like looking around, confused. So, may I have a moment of your attention, please?
I think he wants some of your drink.
Do you want some drink?
No, I'm truly, I don't. It is a bit too early for me. For that kind of drink, at least. But it is a good whiskey. You have a good taste, my friend.
Yes.
I would also suggest if
These sausages.
offering
That's
people some of
brilliant.
your own liquor,
Background
refrain from doing it in a place like this.
Right.
Unless you were looking to spend a night in a cell.
Is it frowned upon? Is it?
Well, yeah, largely. But if you want some good drink, head down to the market ward in a bit, seek out the bowels of the earth. They got some fine liquor there.
Alright. Maybe like we could go and you could show me. I don't know, that'd be
I'll
cool.
pour you one if you want.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. We're going on a bar crawl. Are we still Niall?
Now, Bonnie has now given you the extra plate of sausage, and she's put some cheese there as an extra. Thanks.
Are we going on the bar crawl later?
No bar crawls.
Right.
We're done with that.
We don't. Oh no.
Whatever happened to not calling attention to ourselves?
Who's that? Who are you with?
I know I'm going home.
Silas,
Nice to meet you.
cheers.
This is Silas.
Drink up.
Going home.
I'm Kath Bigman, but keep it down.
Cat.
All right.
Cat.
They were fighting too, weren't they?
Yeah, they
Yes.
were quite. Yeah, I was standing in the corner because there's like I got attacked by the thing. You saw the thing that bit me. Yeah, not very nice. Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Well, finished now, so I'll come over. I'm full of sausage.
Have you seen one of these guys before?
Here and there,
Sounds alright.
Are these
Quite tall.
two whispering quite a lot? Because
but... Oh no! We had,
Looks at you. Yes.
we had rumour that you might be looking for some aid and we're here to offer our services.
Oh yes. I mean, you just dealt with it, so I would hate to impose, in more need for help of the dangerous kind. But if any of you were willing to, give a good, honest man a helping hand, I will be, most appreciative of it. And I'm talking gold, dragons.
inside check, honest.
Inside check, go for it.
16.
16. So the problem is that this is very much a city person that has mannerisms of someone that out of game considers themselves a celebrity and a writer, and this is not someone, the type of person you have dealt with. So you're like, I don't even know who is like that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
But he seems honest.
Okay.
Looks around you.
I've just got there now.
Okay, so you came over with the sausage and cheese.
Introduce myself. Niall. Nice to meet you.
Silas,
Niall.
thanks for the hand in the fight.
Fight. Get on, you guys. Who are you?
Oh, I am Volatham Godon,
Oh,
chronicler, writer, celebrity, journalist.
we found him.
I don't remember why we were looking
I found
for
him.
him though. Yeah, she found him first. To be fair.
Volo. We need to talk to you. Well, we're already talking, so that's good.
That's wonderful. You see, I was explaining to your friend here that I fear I have misplaced a friend
Oh.
Oh, right.
amidst the odious violence.
Which
So
which
Mr.
friend?
Neverender, I'm guessing.
What?
Which friend?
His name is Floon. Floon Bloodmar.
Oh yeah, we were looking for him.
Just the man we're looking for.
Sorry,
Yeah.
could you?
It's not just a man.
Who is it you were looking for?
Well, it's one of
Floon.
He's a chain.
Yeah.
He's a chain of men.
Do you know where did you last leave him?
From what?
Bloodmar.
Bagma.
He's with a double A. The first one.
I didn't know his last name, but I might remember that.
So you see, I. My friend Floon, he's got more beauty than brains, but he's a great drinking companion. On the night of Wintershield, he accompanied me in a pub crawl in Dorkwood. We were celebrating New Year's Eve, you see, and we spent some time in a few places and eventually ended up in the Skewed Dragon. A dark, baldy tavern where you can always find someone to, take you on a good combo.
That's where we're trying to go.
Dragon.
Skewered.
No,
No, Skewered.
I know it as a pub.
Yes, you would have heard of the Skewered Dragon. In fact, it's no other far from the
Right.
splinters there. It is a dark and baldy tavern in the Dogwood. Famous, well not famous, but a lot of people, cheap ale, gambling, a lot of sailors. It's not, there's always rumors of many brawls there, so it's kind of like not in good shape. Like if something breaks there, they won't repair it immediately. So the windows outside, the shutters, the blinds, the wooden blinds tend to be like ruined, and it's not the the top end of the quality even for the Dogwood.
Gambling, were you?
Yeah, so I called it an early night, and but Floon remained, and drinking and merrymaking. You see, he has many friends, Dockside, and I haven't heard of him since. And with everything that's going on down there, I fear he might have gotten in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we went down. We were going to go there on our bar crawl,
That was the second.
the second bar, and then we got attacked by some people because we were asking questions about alcohol or something at the bar. I think.
Were you trying to sell your own liquor?
No, I was just asking if it was good or not. I was just.
We were, but I don't think that was related.
Oh, okay.
That's a Volu. What's your reward, I think? Would you pay it if we found that this person of yours?
Oh,
might die?
of course. And here's the thing. I, of course, went to the city watch, as a good citizen is bound to do, when confronted with such a, urgent issue. But they are too busy, apparently, to deal with, according to them, random people getting in trouble because, they...
What I mean is,
So I am willing, this is why I was here to Yawning Portal these last few days. I'm looking for people that can help me find Floon and bring him, whatever happened to him, I need to know, and if possible, bring him back alive.
Unfortunately, being how do I handle this delicately? There is a lot of conflict currently in the Dogwood, as I'm sure the writer of the Wazoo is well aware.
Yes, of
And
course.
should your friend have fallen victim to such a conflict, but we are able to find his whereabouts regardless, this reward would it still be paid in full? Seeing as we are not.
Of course. I mean, okay. So, are you working together? Are you all together?
Well, I just met these guys. I know these guys. Well, lady, sorry. And I don't know these guys.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, we were tipped off about this job. I don't mean to embroil you in it.
I
So
mean,
you can.
If you want to help us find him, because that would be really helpful, because we were already looking for him. I don't really care about a reward personally, but if it's free breakfast, that would be good. But I don't know. Do you want a reward?
Finding things you want is the reward, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, in which case then.
I mean, the money be nice.
I mean,
We can buy things.
that
I
is,
don't know how much those bottles cost.
yeah, that is true. I didn't think of that. Yeah. You should be in charge of the bottles from now on.
Well, we need money to buy the bottles.
how many dragons are we talking about?
I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now. And I can give you each 10 times
times as much, 100 dragons, when you find Flynn and bring him back to me alive.
Right, let's just be clear, is that 100 dragons a piece, or is that 100 dragons?
A piece.
I don't know. What do we do with the dragons?
Chain them through bottles.
Okay. Can you not just give us the bottles? Would that be easier?
Oh, I think he doesn't carry bottles.
Okay.
I do not have bottles, my friend.
I was gonna
No.
pay that piece.
Now, as well, we've been discussing with the issues of we are not selling alcohol, but if we did want to, we might need to get a license to do so. Could you help us with that as well? That would be really helpful.
Unfortunately, I don't have cloud to influence the vendors, distillers, and brews guild. I may be able to introduce someone that eventually can introduce to some of them, but
Well, I mean that sounds like a nice thing, yeah.
sure, bring Flynn back to me and I'll arrange something.
Oh, right, okay.
I have friends in all the right places.
Okay.
Do
We've
you
got friends.
have any idea who it was that he saw in the dock wards after you left him?
I
He said that he's got lots of friends around those parts.
don't know. I mean, I decided to call it a night and come back, and he just stayed there on his own. But I know that he said, "Well, I'm gonna stay here because I have many friends. I'm sure I'll see someone
Could you give
else."
us a description of Froome as well? That might come in handy.
Flynn? Oh yes, Flynn. He's a handsome man. He's in his early 30s. Rosy skin with wavy red blonde hair. He's not difficult to pick out of a crowd. He insists on always wearing a gaudy bas relief of a unicorn's head on a chain of blue pearls around his neck, blue beads. It's impossible to me. He's really a handsome man.
Did he, I mean, you say he's a handsome man. Did he perhaps wrong the wrong person? Maybe he slept with.
Oh no, Flynn. He has a heart of gold. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
And no enemies, nobody who would.
Why does he have a
Not that I
gold?
know of, no.
How does that work?
I think it's like
And
saying.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
So you were with Flu. Were you with anyone else?
No, just Flynn.
Did anyone talk to you on the night that you didn't recognise but knew
Oh, we
him,
talked to
perhaps?
many people. We talked to
No, but anything that...
Tatiana at the.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
We
Very
spent some
forward,
time with her at the Sleeping Wench.
But did anyone approach your table and speak to him in a manner that may have come across
No,
as
I mean,
threatening?
it was Winter Shield. Everyone is out and about for drinks, and we spoke to so many people.
When you left, there were still people on the streets. Then it wasn't empty.
Yeah, some people were. I mean, it was a very cold night, but some people were still out. Yes.
And where's his place of residence on a normal evening?
Flynn,
Yeah, presumably he's not staying with you.
it changes. You see,
He's got.
he's
some
a private
friends.
contractor at the.
He's got some friends that are quite powerful, I think.
And you know him, is it?
Well, no, but we're looking for his friends as well.
You're looking for him and his... Wait. Perhaps him and his friends have gone missing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you aware that his friends have gone missing as well?
No, what friend?
Lord Rainier. Rainier.
Lauren Neverember?
Yeah.
Yes, you're good friends with him too.
Of course I am friends with Lauren Air.
When's the last time you've seen him?
I don't know. Days ago. We're very close friends, but with Lauren Air, you know, he moves around a lot. He's not an easy man to get hold of.
Can I assume I don't need to do a history check to know who that?
No, you know. I mean, Lauren Air, you would know that Lauren Air is the son
Yeah.
of Lord Dougald.
Yeah.
That was the open lord of Waterdeep until he was ousted by the masked lords while he was out rebuilding Neverwinter. And the new open lord, Laeral Silverhand, took office. Lord Rainier, you will know that he is a man that he's decided to stay living in Waterdeep and has a reputation for being some sort of noble, roguish, bon vivant that
always wanted to get out of his father's shadow. That's a reputation that is quite common. And he kind of finds himself a man of the people. He likes to like go and mix with the people as opposed to his father that was this open lord and and likes to go to this type of crappy places in the Lord.
Who is it exactly that's put you up to this job, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm just helping these guys out.
He's literally just that.
Yeah.
The help.
Yes.
A tag along.
Okay,
That's a good one.
I'm
But,
just.
so who's employing you then?
Well,
We're not supposed to say.
Yeah, they can't say, but I can say that I'm with them because that's okay.
And I'm with him.
That's very
and
nice
he's
of you.
with me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if
we don't know you very well, so.
no, we understand him, and but if we are going to take this contract together, I mean, it appears he's going to pay 10 or 100 dragons apiece, so it doesn't matter how many of us do it. But if we are going to help you find his other friend at the same time, perhaps it would be fair if
Well,
whatever.
maybe you
You're
could
getting out of
start
this
with
sort of shirt.
explaining why you're here.
Well, we had a meeting with a friend who is unfortunately busy until later on, and Jager, that large half-orc standing over there, tipped us off that Volo might be looking for aid, as she's frequent here,
Well,
and he
just
was
hire hands.
mentioning it earlier. It's literally just a passing job for us.
Oh, okay.
So it's just convenient that you've already made some roads into
Well,
this.
my job is I'm a gardener, so that's what I do.
Okay. Somewhere in the city, or I mean, it's rare to see fur folks.
I work up in the shrine of nature.
You would know that it's a park in the seawall.
Yeah,
okay.
that's, and I'm here to help out because we were going on a drinking thing. But yeah, we didn't really. But we're having a good time,
Right, well, as Keth has mentioned, if you are open to sharing resources in this, and we do help close the contract you have to find Rainier, then rewards to that.
Well, there's no contract. There's no reward.
Yeah, we're not doing like the same thing as you. I don't think we're getting paid.
No, there is no payment other than promotion.
You're looking for
Right.
I
We didn't mention that before.
Promotion.
think he's saying too
Very
much.
well. So in that case, if you get promoted, you will be able to dispense.
So do you think you can track Floon down and
I'm sorry,
Yes.
so, yes.
bring him back to me?
I mean, we're already doing it anyway, so. But if you want to give us money as well, I mean, I'm not going to say no because we can buy pots.
I mean, if
and-
you want to track him for free,
We'll tell you. Well, no, sorry.
I mean,
we'll take the 10 dragons in advance, give you our word that we will put resources to looking for your friend.
do you have any?
Very well then. And he kind of like put the 50 gold.
Would
on the
you?
table.
Take 2 of the pieces and
So you're gonna look after this and buy some bottles of it.
pass one
Later on,
Puts all of the dragons there on the table. Well, in that case, I will ask you that you make haste. We don't. I mean, it's been a few days now. If something happened to him, I don't know. He might be trapped. He might. I worry. I worry too much. But that's going on this time. I think my fears are not unfounded.
do you know anywhere around here, like anywhere there's a temple or something nearby we could just get something like this looked after? It's like a big stage kind of.
Surely you can go up to the seaward, where I'm sure with the right payment they can take care of it.
Yeah, because I mean, there's quite painful this, so I would look after it myself,
Your
but
arm is massive.
yeah, I
I
know.
was going to
But,
say, you're a big lad,
It's a
aren't
very
you?
small bit.
but it's quite messy. Yeah. I mean, you got a bit nasty, Mark, as well. So
Though you mentioned you were attacked for asking too many questions.
yes.
Now,
And then what happened was, they attacked us, and then I hit one of them in the head, and his brain went, It was quite interesting to see, but I felt bad about it. But kind of afterwards, I don't really feel as bad about
If we're gonna work together, then I'm gonna ask that you refrain from smashing in anybody's heads.
it. Yeah, I mean, I
Try
don't
and
really want to
keep
do it
an air of
again. It was
surveillance.
kind of messy. I've got blood. Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah.
This has happened at the pub you were at.
No, we were in the street walking. We were gonna go to the. It was a Skewer Dragon. We were going to. Yeah, we were going to the Skewer Dragon, and we were going. That was our second bar on our bar crawl, and then they attacked us, and they said, "We're gonna kill you," and we were like, "Well, that's not very nice." And then
Who attacked you?
they had like a mark. What was the?
That's a good point. Have you seen anybody with like a flying? Have you seen any flying snakes yesterday?
Flying snakes?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard rumors. One of the journalists at the Wazoo is all about a story about the flying snake. He's tracking people's sightings.
You didn't see any yesterday?
No.
You mean like literally flying snakes?
Yeah, it's like a type of animal that can fly, and it's a snake.
Wait, you're talking about that was an emblem that was on these people, or you're actually
yeah.
attacked by
It's like a real a flying snake.
Yeah, there was that on them, but also there's a real one we saw flying.
Like before.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this?
I don't think it turned into a person. I think it's like two separate things, but I think they might be interconnected.
Silas, you would have heard of an increase in sightings of flying snakes. And make a charisma check, flat charisma check.
16.
16. Okay, so through your usual smoothing out of, getting tongues going and talking, someone may have mentioned that the increase of flying snake had coincided with the increasing activity of this weird Zentrim splinter group in the Dot Ward. And some people suspect that, because of the known aspect of the Zentrim symbol, that they may be using them for something.
These people attacked you. Was this in regards to you asking around about Volo's friend here, or was this in regards to Lord Neverember? Did they mention? You said that they said you were asking too many questions.
I mean, we were asking questions.
They didn't say specifically which questions.
No, yeah, we didn't get that far.
But your search, did it primarily pertain around Neverember or Floon?
I think after we spoke with...
When we started looking for Floon, then we saw them, so...
You were asking for René. I don't know if you want clarification or if
we
you are...
First bar, and then we heard about Floon, and then...
So on the second bar, you learned about Volo and Floon.
Yeah.
That René was after them.
Yeah. So it was immediately after that.
Yeah, René
So
was
that's
kind
my
of like
guess.
following the trail of wherever Floon and Volo were going in their pub crawl.
Yes.
And the next stop was the Skewer Dragon.
So yeah, we ran into trouble right after we found out about Floon.
Also, can I just check, is it Floon or Froom?
Floon.
Floon.
No.
Because I've heard it both ways, so...
I think Froome is a small place down near Somerset.
Oh, okay. Well, let's clear that up. So yeah, right, so we're going to go to the Skewer Dragon then. What time is it open?
I mean, you don't know.
No, I'm asking Vola.
Oh, you're asking Volo? Well, I mean, it is the kind of place that is always open for the type of, sailors, dockside types.
Right, so we need to dress up as sailors. Does anyone have any sailors' clothes?
I don't think that'll be necessary.
I'm not entirely sure that you're going to hide yourself too well with sailor's clothes or not.
Yes, wait, I can look, no. Yeah, oh yeah.
As long as he's quiet, he can look like whatever.
How young do you look?
Like mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
I'm not a
Okay.
child.
Okay, so you're not a child. I was wondering, we might have problems.
Yeah.
It's very polite to ask before you say how old you think.
I can dress up as your twin.
I don't
understand how that's
That's nice,
necessary.
yeah.
As your twin, yeah, we could be twins. I tried it yesterday, but it didn't really work.
It didn't work.
But I tried it with your twin, might be better.
Well, man, the way I see it, we're going to all stick out like soul thumbs. So,
Pulsums.
Torsums.
At the end of the day, regardless of if people are catching wind that you're asking questions, then I don't think it's really going to matter what we look like. It's more important about what we ask and who we ask and how loud we ask it.
Okay. But,
What if them did get away?
yeah,
They know who we are.
yeah. So if we change what we look like,
We're already caught between walls here. I missed out a third group of people trying to kill us to the list.
I mean, would it be alright with you if we kind of walk there via a temple and just get my arm looked at
Wait,
first?
wait.
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
Alright,
Yeah.
that'd be nice, because
I
it's pretty nice.
just
to
want
me.
to have a word
So-
with our friend before we leave, if that's alright with you.
Yeah, which one's your friend?
That's alright, you can wait here, we're just gonna, it's just the orc. I'm just gonna let him know.
If you're
right
worried
now.
about trouble, then he can handle himself. He dealt with all of them last night. So.
I did kill a lot of people that
I'm
time.
more worried about the results of killing.
Well, we
I
didn't
mean-
want to. They would take.
Yeah.
No, I
it.
understand that scrapes are unavoidable, but just City Watch are as much of a problem as anything else.
I mean, last night I thought that I was going to try and bury the bodies, but there wasn't. I couldn't. There was
No,
stone.
we spoke with them.
They arrived quite promptly, but just goes in the back of the books to them. They don't really care.
They didn't even want to fill that report.
Can I look at him to see if he's got any notable insignia on him?
Uh,
Because he mentioned a promotion.
make a perception check.
19, I think, but let me check.
Okay, so he doesn't have any immediately visible, but you do notice that the way he carries himself, and you know how neatly, you know, it's clean clothes, the way he kind of stands straight and looks about. There is an element of you know the law about him. You can't really tell because there are no insignia or anything, but you have the feeling. You know when you have this, yeah, that guy's the law.
Sound like a bit off.
You quite alright?
Just wondering if you could elaborate a little bit more on the promotion that you are set up for, should we succeed.
Well, it's a secret.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure he could tell you after, but yeah, that's part of the deal is that he can't say anything.
I don't know either.
okay. Right, well, in that case, Keth, should we have a quick word with Yagra? And then before we
Yeah,
head
sure.
out.
Yep, sure. Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is Millicent Fahrenheit. It's
Millicent.
Millicent
We
Fahrenheit.
just call her Millie, though.
Alright, okay.
No, it's fine.
Well, nice to meet you,
How do
Millicent
you
Ferry.
spell the last name?
Faringray.
Yeah, there's a lot of letters though.
So actually, as you're all you know having this conversation at the bar, you suddenly see hear the door opening like boom, and the city watch arrives. You know, someone finally called them after all the as people are kind of like tending to the injuries. And you see, you Niall and you Silas, you recognize that the person leading the charge and going like beelining towards Jordan is a lieutenant, because she's a female halfling, middle age, but you recognize that she's wearing a lieutenant tabard, which is green with gold trimmings, emblazoned with the seal of Waterdeep. And
I would like to do an insight check
inside check.
on him because he was asking about his promotion. Seems a bit interested in the law thing, and I'm wondering if he like flinches or has any tell when
Sure, go for an insight check.
Where's my... it's a 7.
It's a 7.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he just looks like Okay, I'm gonna say that he was paying special attention at Niall, just after he said that. That's it. And as this woman starts walking towards Durnan, she's accompanied by 4 constables, this lieutenant halfling. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna start walking towards Yerka.
Towards Yagra? Okay, Yagra is kind of like... And the moment she sees the city watch enter, kind of like stands straight and she's not very comfortable. But you go towards her.
I'm going with
Yeah,
with
you're
this.
going. You are staying at the bar.
Do we have do you have like a box or something we can take our breakfast away with us?
I mean, well, there's Bonnie there because Darnan has now moved and is completely ignoring you as he moves to kind of intercept and meet this female city watch lieutenant that's coming to see him, and Bonnie turns to you. I mean, we don't really do that.
Oh, I'm just going to eat it all then. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna...
just finish your breakfast. We have a lot to do, as you can
Yeah,
see.
I never got my my
Yeah,
ale
yeah.
either. But
And at this point, you notice that the Goliath, immediately as the city watch entered, moved downstairs from where the crank was, and is grabbing like long planks, pieces of wood that they kept somewhere hidden behind the bar. And these wood are cut to form a circle when you put it next to each other, and she's bringing them and boom, planking them, 5 of them to kind of like close the well.
would you like a hand with that?
It's all right, my friend. Eat your breakfast.
Oh yeah.
He's going there,
Dangerous.
and you see a lieutenant coming to Darnan.
Darling, you old fool! How many times do we have to go over this?
And then I kind of like turn,
Hey, Rose. Glad to see you too.
and they're just talking about. It's not hard to tell that there is a familiarity to them, and they're talking about closing down the well because the city watch keeps saying that Dernan shouldn't be able to do this, but Dernan has good friends in all the right places, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants with the portal, and he has, and they keep going back and forth, but she says there's going to be an edict and a magistrate and whatnot, and he says I'm going to close it down for like a couple of 10 days and blah blah blah. But there is this argument that you can tell that happened many times already. This is not the first time this is happening. Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
So, Yagra, we've had introductions to Volo, and I'm sure you've seen that other group of rather unmissables here in the bar who seem to be already working the case. They did just tip us off on something that might be quite interesting, and I just wondered if you could elaborate further on it, or if Davil might have any information, which is flying snakes. I heard rumours that these snake signs have become slightly more common since the Zent split and the Dock War violence. And I just wondered if, given your position, you had anything you could tell us about that, because apparently after their inquiries they made some unfortunate encounters with such people who turned violent very quickly, and I was hoping we could avoid such.
Fly snakes are usually used when entering, yes, as messengers. We take and carry messages with them. We tend to not use them in the city as they attract a lot of attention. And some people are uncomfortable, particularly in Waterdeep, with seeing such a beast around here. But we know that this other group of Saints, the ones waging the war, escalating the violence against the Santa's Guild, they have no such qualms about using them.
What do you reckon?
Well, I guess if Davil's going to ask us later to, well, whatever he does, but if he might ask us to intercede with this new group of Centurions, perhaps this is all aligning quite nicely.
There will be no interceding on behalf. This group can only bring trouble and the downfall of the legitimate business of the Zentrim. We desire that they are gone and their leader found.
Should we make contact with this other group, and if our investigation leads them to seek us out, would you rather... I mean, I would rather not, but would you rather us deal with them, or would you rather us bring them to you if possible?
If you can deal with them, surely there's something that Tavel will find most agreeable, but they are dangerous, Silas. Keth, be careful out there. Bring us as much information as you can find and don't risk your lives.
Well,
Thanks, Yagra.
yeah, we'll do all we can. You tip Daviloff, tell him that we're already looking into it for him best we can.
I shall.
If he could, yeah.
At least this place will be a bit safer for the time being, as that stupid well is closed. Dunn has a fancy for it, but we prefer to conduct business without all this going on.
I would, I'll let Devil know as well. I've heard some rumblings from some dark corners that he might be cropping up on a few people's lists, so you might have your hands full soon.
Well, thank you very much then, Silas. I'll appreciate that, and I'm sure he will.
I guess we'll get to it then.
Let's go spend some time with this.
Yeah, so
Friends.
you saw that them, and you can definitely tell that they're having a friendly conversation. You know, your passive insights, that they know each other. You had already noticed a bit before when they first came in, but they're having a friendly conversation as you're all like next to Volo. Volo's still there now, having his breakfast as they talk with half orc. Are you doing anything or?
Listen, Volo. Anything else you can tell us?
I'm afraid I already told you everything I know. I was with Floon and...
But you're so quick to realise Floon's in this inn.
Well, because he hasn't shown up in 3 days in all the places he should have. Like Neverember Hall, he has an open invitation to go there. Or the Hanging Lantern, he's a private contractor as a friend. Or all the other places where I'm used to seeing him. So he was supposed to be here on the day after Wintershield. When I left, I said, "See you tomorrow at the portal."
So
It's
why
been-
hadn't you noticed Renee has gone missing too?
Can you ask the question again, my friend?
Renee,
Yeah.
he's also missing.
Yeah, but Renee is different. Renee is the Lord and he's resourceful. Floon, you need to understand. He's not. He can't really take care of himself.
What does that mean?
He's a man of the pleasure and the night. He's
So
sick.
like reckless as opposed to simple?
No, it's if he's gotten in trouble with undesirable types, he has no real means to fight back. Lord Renair, on the other hand, he's an accomplished swordsman.
So when you were in the Skewer Dragon, was he gambling?
Yes, we were gambling with some locals.
Yes.
And that's when I left and he said, "Don't worry about me, Rollo, I'll see you tomorrow at the portal. I'm staying here for a few more rounds of Three Dragon Ante."
And what was he gambling with?
Money?
Just money?
Yes.
How much did he have?
He still had a few shards when I left, I think, and dragons maybe.
What did the locals look like he was gambling with?
Locals from the dog ward.
The ones he was gambling with, what did they look like? How many were there?
I was a bit drunk, you see. I don't think I have that amount of detail. You should go on. You know, if you ask people there about him, I'm sure they will recognize him. As I told you, mop of red blonde hair, extremely handsome, unicorn's head and a necklace full of blue beads. It's impossible to miss.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Is there anyone he's been talking to more frequently that you've been suspicious of?
He was talking to me until the moment I left.
Should we be suspicious of you?
Well, no, I left. Wait.
Has he got any new friends?
He looks at you, kind of like, are you City Watch? I'm looking for adventurers specifically because the City Watch have totally failed to heed on my call to find my friend.
Yes, I wouldn't be relying on them. I think we both know that.
Yeah, well, you're acting like City Watch with your questions.
I'm asking good
This
questions.
line of
which means I'm
questioning
not part of the City
is
Watch.
very familiar.
Did they ask you these questions?
No,
I'm very surprised. See? I can't be City Watch, can I?
You are confusing, young man.
You're confusing. You don't remember anything, which means you're a useless witness.
Well, I was drunk and I lost my friend. What do you want from me? Are you getting... You know what? Give me back my 10 gold dragons.
It's gone.
Oh dear. Durnan, bring me the good wine. And Durnan kind of looks. And the still talking to like this halfling lieutenant kind of looks moment and just gets a bottle and gives it to Varno and then goes back to talk to the halfling. Pours a drink. Please go find him. That's all you need to do. Mr.
To you, Nile Griffin.
No Withen.
Try again.
No Withen.
Okay, goodbye. You. We should be moving on now.
We've only got 3 sausages left to eat, and then
No, you ate all the plates plus all the extra bits of all the people that left.
we go around this.
You're stuffed.
You were eating when you were watching the
What?
guy go down the hole as well. I seen you. You ate stuff in your face.
Yeah, I'm a growing boy, so you know.
Still growing.
I think so. I don't know. I never measured myself.
Chris, who's bigger, him or the Goliath? Who's bigger? Him or the Goliath?
They're similar. Similar heights. Both. You would know both are half giants. Firbolgs and Goliaths.
Yeah.
He's almost as big as you, he is.
I think we're about the same size. It's hard to tell from here because I'm closer, but he's further away. So.
Yes. That happens sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, alright, I can take these 3 sausages to go. I can just carry them. It's fine.
Can't even see them when they're in your hand.
Yeah, they're kind of nearly the same size as my fingers. So yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, Silas, was it?
Yeah.
The conversation with
Yeah, with Yagra, you still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the sausages and we're gonna go. Are you gonna come with us? Or do you want to go separately?
No. Just like walking over. First port of call is Skewered Dragon, right?
Yeah, well, we're gonna go to the
Via a
temple.
temple,
Yeah.
yeah.
What temple are you going? Because you know Niall, and you might be a bit lost.
Super lost.
Yeah, but you both would know that the shrines of nature and the temples that are all there are quite far northwest from where you are, and you are at the southern end of the castle ward, next to the castle
We're
itself.
just on the edge of the seaward.
No, so this is west. You are looking towards me. This is west. Seaward and your temples are here. You are now here, and the Skewered Dragon is here.
Is it?
You are closer to the Skewered Dragon than to your temple.
Is there any other temples nearby that would be?
Not that you know of.
Right, we need to find a temple around here.
Well,
Maybe we can.
it takes time to get to a temple.
But
If you give me a bit of time, I can do the same thing. It's no problem.
yeah, what the same thing as the
We
temple?
should just head straight to the Skewered Dragon.
But I don't want to go in there if people are going to attack us and then not and have half my arm not
We just
working.
smash their heads in it.
They
Yeah.
won't have another one of these holes. I think that the well is like this is just this place.
Okay.
The City Watch came, so I think there'll be a bit of downtime in that area now.
Okay. Well, okay. But if we get in trouble,
Unless The brain still might be splattered all over the walls.
Yeah.
If you want to have,
I'm just waiting for you to leave the gold.
just stay in the back for a little bit and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm pretty tall, so if they throw things above your heads, it's gonna hit me.
No, we'll just make sure they don't throw things above our heads.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is he by the way, is he a friend of yours?
Well, no.
He's a bit
Yes.
loud.
Ah. Yes, that too.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we go investigate, it's no wonder the people probably found out what you were asking.
Yes, well, I mean, I'd like to say it's always good, but I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We can go together,
Yeah.
separately. We'll walk a little ways in front of you, if that's alright. Just if you've been in the area and already been recognised, then I would keep my distance.
Right, yeah.
Should they associate all of us together, and therefore blow the investigation for everybody.
Right,
That seems fair. Nice.
yeah.
I'm only talking a couple of metres, 20 metres maybe.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
Yeah?
I know a shortcut to get us there as well, just follow my lead. We'll keep an eye out for any danger should your arm give you any grief.
Yeah, it's kind of sore as well, could do with, you know.
Let us know when it's snowing as well. From up there.
Well, I mean, we're inside, so...
Yes, but when we're outside, you'll know
But
before us.
it was still, I mean, I look out the window, is it snowing?
No, it's not.
It's not
It's
snowing.
there's a thick layer of snow on the ground because of all the snowing last night.
Yeah.
But right now there was a big storm last night. But right now it's clear, nice clear day.
No, it's not snowing.
Just trying to keep your mind occupied as well.
I must ask, because you seem like a particularly friendly man.
Yeah.
Maybe just ask your associates if you should talk to someone before you engage them, if we're asking questions.
Right.
Just give someone a once over, just before you go in and start saying, have you seen this man, just give them an ocular pat down, just make sure that
Assess the threat.
yeah, that they look
Look at that pattern.
like a reasonable gentleman, much like yourself.
I've got it, yeah. And
Well-
then...
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
We need to find a new role for you. If we
Yeah.
give you a role, you play it very well. But you haven't got a role right now, so I'll think of it on the way.
Okay.
Of all three of you, you look a little bit posh or well dressed. You look like you're a furball. Are you the,
Whoa, racist match.
So
are you the one who looks
Yeah,
like the
describe
most
yourself.
normal, so to speak?
When are we getting our minis out?
Yeah,
When
have
is
you
that?
got minis?
this is Millicent,
Okay, you do look more normal. That's good.
Furball, and
Here he is!
But not way too unsized because Jordan makes this too big.
Very good.
So I should be like up here
I also
somewhere.
made mine too big as well.
Yeah. Okay.
let's see.
We were gonna...
Well, I would
Mine is
say,
unpainted currently.
well, it's brown.
Put the minis in the green thing
But I do have
as they
this
will
dog.
show up in the in the action cam.
Action cam.
I do
We
have.
haven't used yet as we
Oh
are.
my god, how big's your dog?
He's a big dog.
He's bigger than you.
Man,
There we
It's a
have.
mastiff.
I don't
There
think
we
anything's to
have
scale.
the band of adventurers, I guess. And
Underdog.
This is the
He looks like
Tiefling
He
Rogue.
looks familiar.
Millicent. I mean, I'm a bit stockier than that as well. It's quite. I mean, of all of us, I reckon my friend here, Silas, is probably the most suited to ask the questions. But
Right.
if
A lot more square.
he knows a lot of people, he knows his way around. But if
Yeah, I don't
you
really
perhaps, Millicent, would be I mean, I don't know who was asking questions last night. It just seems out of the three of you, Millicent, you're the one who less likely to stick out in a dog's world,
Yeah, you've got a bigger nose than me.
asking
as well.
around.
Right. So we don't want to. We're not official and all that kind of stuff. I get it.
I can dress up as someone else though, if you want.
Again, I know.
Oh, no. What about you? No. Can you dress this up?
I mean, I can look like you if you want.
does it too well. Don't ask him, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday he looked like me.
I did.
And
Yeah.
I think the problem we had was like you tried to do my voice, but I tried to do your voice, and maybe it's like a halfway and.
Yeah, I need to practice that.
I think maybe for this one, big guy, just stick to your own shape,
Yeah,
and let's see how
okay.
it goes.
But if we go places that are a bit like short, then I have trouble with the doors sometimes. But
That is,
Even if you're looking like someone else,
well, yeah,
your physical form, like your height, remains the same.
yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
I think if you're gonna pretend to be someone's twin and they're much shorter than you are, maybe can you look like a regular person that isn't someone that's with us?
Yeah, but I did get told once and warned that you shouldn't do that because you can kind of get arrested for it. So
Wait, arrested for what?
for pretending to be someone else without asking permission.
Well,
I mean,
did he give a good look to the fella that just splashed away? Could be a good option for the future.
Okay.
You will know
yeah.
that it is a pretty bad crime to impersonate nobles, officials, government, but other citizens not so much.
yeah.
Alright.
Well, the big guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember actually the people that you bashed the head off last night. That might come in handy in the
Yeah.
future if you want to impersonate one of them, but not for
Alright.
now. We don't want to
Not
look
right
like them
now.
now.
All right. What if? Yeah. Okay. You just give me the nod. Yeah.
Volo turns around.
So, I mean, I don't want to rush you. I understand that you may need to do your planning, but will you go then? I already gave you the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We're gonna go and buy the bottles, and then we're gonna go.
Sure.
Part of the investigation or something. Well, we'll go. We're going to the Secure Dragon now.
Thank you, and please, make haste. Floon, I wish to see him safe, alive. And, well, if Lorelaire is also missing, then, oh my dear, what's going on? What is this city? What's going on in the deep? The city's going down the drain. Wow.
He
Two
turns
of your
around and
friends
keeps
are
drinking his
missing.
fine wine. Sorry?
If two of your friends have gone missing, two of your regular acquaintances, I would suggest that you keep yourself inside for the time being.
Yes, I'm staying here with Dunnan. The Yawning Portal. No one will ever try something here, well, except maybe a troll, but
You don't
not
seem
now.
to know anything, so I think you're safe.
Yes, I'm gonna be fine here.
Dunnan from the other side. You're gonna be fine here. Rose, trust me, I'll speak to the magistrate. And the lieutenant turns around with the constables and they all kind of like pack out of the room as Dunnan goes, come on buddy, let's deal with this shit. And they keep cleaning.
alright, let's make our way then.
We'll go on ahead, you guys follow behind, I guess.
Yeah. I'll follow behind, and then you follow behind me.
Whichever way you want to organise yourselves.
I'm happy to just walk.
Yeah, we can just go together. It's fine.
We'll figure it out on the
We
way.
all know the way, right?
I mean, there's a
no
distance. I'm not going to ask you much in order to go through the city, okay?
No, but we're going to be about 20 metres ahead. following.
Sorry, I missed that. So how are you doing?
So we're
Just
walking
two of
20
us.
metres ahead, and they're
And they all three.
actually
of
probably
you-
10 metres. 'Cause 20 metres.
Yeah,
That's
if you
really
meet-
nice.
Okay, it's not a super busy day. Early in the morning, you still see some drays and hire coaches moving about. You notice the halfling lieutenant with the 4 constables kind of like disappearing in the distance, turning around the street. Chill, cold air. You see the Mount Waterdeep, the castle to the west as you come out facing south from the tavern and inn, and to the south east in the distance you see the Honourable Knight, the statue that's kind of like marking the corner of the Trades, Dogs, Castle and Southern
I'm
Wall.
actually going to take us via the bowels, so we're going to go a lot closer to that.
So you're gonna go past the walls
So I'm gonna
to enter the
Pop my head
dogwood.
in
Okay.
as we go past it.
Going along as well, I'm going to keep an eye out for any flying snakes in the kind of general direction we saw yesterday.
Sure. Okay, so you start making your way towards the bowels. This cold but sunny morning, you go to Snail Street, turn there. As you're approaching the barrels, you see kind of like a bit of a volcano shape, which is the sign hanging off the door.
Oh yeah, with the pile of shit, the shovel.
Yeah, with the shovel and the pile of shit. And as you approach the barrels, well, let's take a break here. We're gonna be back in about. Don't know. We need to order food. There was supposed to be 2 breaks. Second one being the dinner break, but things got a bit complicated because traffic. So we'll be here in about 15 minutes or so. See you later.
See you later, however many.